For a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, rock out for just a little bit. You feel me? I'm digging this beat, man. This beat is so fire. My God, man. I feel like I want to rap over this beat. You feel me? I feel like I can spit a quick 16 off this beat. Now listen, your boy can't rap to save his life, but I feel this beat just makes me feel like I can spit a quick 16. You feel me? I just feel it in my heart. Shout out to everybody coming through. Shout out to everybody coming through. Hey man, rock out, kick your feet up, man. Get your drinks. I hope I can get you through your work day. If you driving home from work, I hope I can make your drive home from work a bit more pleasant, right? If you home already and you playing a game or something like that, I hope I can make your gaming session that much more entertaining with the podcast playing in the background. You feel me? I aim to just be a source of entertainment in this gaming community. So I hope I do that for you guys. I really do. Because I appreciate y'all. And I hope y'all appreciate me as much as I appreciate y'all. Appreciate me, appreciate y'all. What is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It is your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, host of When Persona Speaks, host of When Persona Interviews, and one half of the host of What's Up PlayStation podcast every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And ladies and gentlemen, I missed y'all. I missed y'all. Did you miss me? I missed y'all. You know what I'm saying? Did you miss me? Because I missed y'all. Be honest. Let me know in the chat. Be honest. Be honest. But yo, listen, man. Shout out to y'all in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody that's here right now. It is another episode of When Persona Speaks, episode 141. Yo, we are climbing in these episodes, man. Man, we are climbing. We are really climbing. I love it. I love it. You know, it's funny too because this show, when I first started the show, the whole purpose. This is like 4 years ago. Even if you go back and watch some of my super early episodes, like episode 1, episode 2, episode like 3 or 4 or whatever, how I was way back when, like 3 years ago, and how I am now, like in terms of like YouTube and talking on the mic and even like, you know, making the show entertaining and all that stuff. It's like a night and day difference, right? Like let me see if I can find one of the episodes, right? Because like they're all here. Because I speaking of which, I need to start adding these episodes to like the playlist so that they're all like housed in one place, right? You know, like, so I got like old school episodes. It's funny too because I was watching these like a while back, right? And like maybe like a month ago I was watching these laughing because I was like, damn, bro, like I was like, I saw, like, you know how like when you like talking on the mic, you sound kind of like nervous, and you know, like you sound kind of like, hi guys, what's up, it's your boy, you know, Persona. And yo, it's funny too because I'm gonna shout out everybody in the chat. It's funny too because even like with my first episode, right? Let me this is back during the Google Hangout days, so this is like old, right? And
yo, what is good, people? It's your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona and the Council, and website PlayStation.com.
Hey yo, this was back when we was when I told you guys that me and Bari and you know, a couple other members of the council, we had started a website, a PlayStation centric, you know, like news website and stuff, right? Just yo, this is like old art and everything, right?
If you are a newcomer, welcome, and if you are a regular, appreciate you for coming back.
What year is this? I think this was 2018. What year was this? This was 2017, yo. Oh my god.
Like I always say, I'm just a gamer trying to share my experiences with the world.
Hey yo, real quick, let me tell y'all a funny story about that whole tagline, I'm just a gamer trying to share my experiences with the world. I always used to say that back in the day, right? And yo, it's funny because Bari is actually the one that like got me to stop saying this, because like I used to always be like, yo, no, I used to say we have ascended. That's what I used to say. I used to be like, yo, I gotta find. I wonder if Bari still got some of those old episodes of the Council podcast, because during our intro, I used to always be like, yo, we have ascended, right? And then one time, Bari sent me this video of this weirdo motherfucker that was like, oh, we have ascended. We are the ascended ones. All this like weirdo shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, hold up. Let's dial that back. We're not gonna be ascended nowhere no more. So I was like, yo, we good. But it's funny too, right? Because my first episode of When Persona Speaks was about difficult games and all that stuff, right? Yo, listen, go listen to some of my old shows. I've always kept the same energy.
So this is this is something that's very, very long overdue. I wouldn't even say it's super overdue. I think I'll just say it's something that was brewing in my brain for quite some time.
See how nervous I sound? I'm like, you know, there's something I was trying to do for, you know, just some time, and you know, I sound so nervous. Persona, put some excitement in your voice, Persona. Goddamn, why you sound so monotone and Persona?
Like, you know, different types of content, things like that I want to bring to the channel. And this is definitely right up my alley of something that I've wanted to do, and I'm glad that I'm able to do it. Today is not the normal day that I normally do When Persona Speaks. It'll actually be on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard. Yeah, I was garbage at shooters online. Like COD, I used to get slaughtered bad, and it's funny because I was good at GoldenEye. I used to play GoldenEye a lot when I was young, and I was good at that. But when I was playing, when I played COD and stuff like that,
Yo, I sound so like, yo, if you like watch my shows now and like watch like some of my early shows, I just sound so nervous and just so like I'm trying to find my footing with this shit. Hey, yo, man, I sound so off.
Yo, guys, you don't understand. I used to get slaughtered when I used to play those games, and I used to get so frustrated. And I used to get called a noob. I was a scrub. All this crazy shit. I used to get called all this crazy shit online because I was trash, and I was trash. No bullshit. Like, I wish I had gameplay of me back in the day playing Call of Duty online. Man, it was not pretty, believe me.
Talk to him, Persona.
I still play shooters because shooters is something that I love, and
Hey, yo, speaking of which, yo, this is 2017, guys. Like, I ain't some newcomer when it comes to shooters. I've been playing shooters for years, for like first-person shooters, especially Call of Duty. I've been playing COD since the beginning, and I'm not talking Modern Warfare. I'm talking back during the PS2 day. Like, I've been playing COD since the beginning. So when I'm talking about first-person shooters, mechanics, movement and shit like that, yo, I ain't no newcomer shooter. No. I'm talking from back in the day. I just want to put that out there because like a lot of people, oh well, you know, shooters are good now, and no, a lot of shooters are trash. That movement, the mechanics, them gun mechanics are garbage.
I made the decision that I wanted to get good. That's a term that's used a lot in the gaming community, but I made the decision that I wanted to get good. So how I got good, I continued to play shooters. I learned how to run these maps. I learned how to aim down sights. I learned how to quick scope. I learned how to no scope. I learned how to drop.
Talk to him, Persona. Let him know how these difficult games we was out here persevering since the beginning. Hey, yo, talk to him, Persona. Talk to him, bro. Let him know how we used to be trash at COD, but we still play COD, learned the maps, learned the guns, learned the movement, and now we are a beast when it comes to that Call of Duty. Talk your shit, Persona. Talk your shit.
Top shot. I learned how to maneuver, and it got to the point where now in shooters, I'm a beast. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm the best in the world because I'm not the best. Nobody's the best.
See, this 2017 Persona, he was being modest because it's the first episode of Mog. The first episode of Webisode Speaks. I'm trying to pull the people in. I'm still getting my footing. Now, 2021 Persona. Oh no, I am a beast. I am a god when it comes to that Call of Duty. Keep on talking, no Persona.
Well, there's always somebody better than you, right? But you guys see my streams when I play COD. You see my streams when I play Uncharted and all these different shooters. Like, I'm a beast. I carry the team.
You see? Talk to him, 2017 Persona. Talk to him. Let him know that you've been carrying teams in these shooters for years. Yo, ask Bari, ask Chuck, ask Court, right? Ask any of them. They have known me since 2013. I do not cap when it comes to my skills. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen the gameplay. You understand? I'm not just talking out my ass. You get what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? You've seen the gameplay. I don't need the cap. Go ahead, 2017 Persona. Yo, 2017 Persona kind of cocky, though. Hold up, bruh. Yo, 2017 Persona, he kind of cocky, though. Talk to him, bruh.
A beast. Okay, but that didn't happen overnight. That type of stuff happened through me constantly playing games, me constantly learning my.
Yo,
Larry, what's good, man? Yo, Goku, what's good, man? Thanks for stopping by.
Oh my God, I sound so like, I sound so boring. I sound boring as fuck. But yeah, man, those are. Go check out some of those early episodes. You guys will enjoy them. They're pretty funny, pretty cool. A lot of good stuff there, man. But yo, man. So listen, man. Let me shout out everybody in the chat. Yeah, but yo, in terms of those early episodes, like I was watching some of them early, and I'm like, damn, man, this is like way back in the day, man. But that same energy is always kept. But let me shout out everybody in the chat real quick, man. Yo, Bari in the building. Shout out to my boy Bari, the other half of Whoops. Barry, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, brother. Yo, King Queso in the building. What's good with you, bro? Yo, Plus Ultra in the building. Nerds are cool. Oh, yeah, that is a fact. Now, listen, back in the day, you know, this was like 99, you know, 2000, 2001, you know, nerds were cool, you feel me? Like, I'm just saying. Yo, SS9 Vegeta Introtainment. What is good with you, bro? Uppercase J in the building. What's good, bro? Lay, what's good, Lay? Tay Tizza, what's going on? Tay, how you feeling today, bro? Henry Heck in the building. Oh man, this man Henry said we have ascended. Yo, let me don't have me bring back the we have ascended real quick. Hold up. Don't have me put the we have ascended soundbite on the soundboard real quick. Don't have me do it real quick. Yo, GN the Don. What is going on with you, bro? Appreciate you coming through. Yo, Blackbeard, what is good with you? GN said the confidence in 2021 persona stands out. Yeah, man. Yo, listen, I was trying to get my footing back in the day, man. I was a little nervous. But you know, now we good. Yo, Chris Righteous in the building, the second best lisp on YouTube. Lord, that boy grew up. I appreciate you, Chris. Yo, Mr. Flash U17. What's the one? I can't place the numbers, and you know, it's funny. It's probably once you tell me, I'm gonna look at it again and be like, oh, okay. He said, LOL, voice cannon's way different. Came a long way, man. Thank you, appreciate it. Yo, Up Chuck Gaming in the building. Up Chuck, what's good, bro? Cyber Dragon in the building. Millennial sounding. Oh no, Craig, you said millennial. It brought Craig out.
You're a millennial piece of shit.
You done brought Craig out. You can't say millennial around Craig. He gonna come out. Yo, Vedra, what's good, Vedra? Appreciate you. Viper Reap, what's good, man? Appreciate you, bro. Yo, Jeff B Gaming. Put some more bass in that voice too, Persona. Oh shit. Don't come at me like that. Let me live. Yo, Philip K, what's good, Philip? Appreciate you. Black Rob, what's good with you, man? Yo, T Harris in the building. Good that you came out the closet more energetic and happy. I was gonna say came out the closet. T Harris, you want to reword that, my brother? you want to reword that a little bit, T Harris? That comes off very differently, depending on what ears hear that. You feel me? Yo, Yvonne's, what's good? Appreciate you. Yo, Carl Anchor, what's good? Oh man, listen to the Thrash Space and Persona stream. Gonna multitask. Appreciate you, bro. Who else? Dark Queen Gaming. I know that's Ice Queen. She changed her name. Shout out to you, Dark Queen. Appreciate you. It's me, baby 80. What is going on? No Cap Podcast. What is good? No Cap, aka Sick Humor TV. Who else is here? Yo, D True 49. What's good, bro? G Junior in the building. Arcade in the building. DJ D, what is going on with you? Yo, Stranded Ninja Gaming. What's good, Stranded? Appreciate you. Games for Eternity. Appreciate you, yo. Bruck Rogers in the building. Who else is here? Who else? I'm gonna make sure I get everybody, man. Y'all know how I do. I want to get everybody before we start talking. Yo, Quanvo, what's good, Quanvo? Appreciate you. Shout out to the early birds, yo. Issa, appreciate you, Issa. The Iron Panther, what's good, Iron Panther? Who else? Yo, Philip Sen, what's good, Philip? Yo, Foxing Around Austin, appreciate you, bro. Yo, Jedi Johnny 5, appreciate you, bro. What's up? TK, what's good, man? Yo, Jackie, what's good? What's good? Yo, J Gamer UK, appreciate you, man. You know, you was one of the early birds here. Shout out to all of y'all, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. Hope y'all enjoy. Yo, King Prowl, Alpha, Trap, J Doggy. What's up? Just dipping by the show to show love. A1 since day one, Brody. Appreciate you, Tay. Always. Yo, E-Kim, Wolf Flow. Who else? Yo, C Fresh. What's good? Don John Sean. What is good? T Harris said that's his shit. This guy, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. Round of applause for everybody in the chat. Where's my PlayStation Nation at?
PlayStation fan too.
The Respect My Time crew.
I got a wife and kids.
The Great for Gamers crew.
Cut the Cap.
Cut the Cap crew, and the new one that I think a lot of people love is the Console Engineer crew.
I'm a console engineer too.
Oh, Console Engineer. All right, so we got the shout outs out the way. You know, listen, man, I know, guys, it's been a minute. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been gaming. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Like, I have been like hardcore gaming the past like week. Like, I mean, I game all the time, but more specifically, because I have been hooked on Tales of Arise. I beat Tales of Arise last night. Yo, SIE, what's up? Aaron, what's good? Blue Mustang, what's good, man? Appreciate y'all. I beat Tales of Arise last night, guys, right? And yo, man, I've been gaming. I was gonna do a show Monday. I promise, guys, I was. Then I was like, I want to play Tales. I just want to play Tales. So I was playing Tales. I was playing Tales like all day, hardcore, like on Tales, grinding, you know, just playing the game. Then Tuesday I wasn't feeling too well, so I ended up calling out sick from work. So I wasn't feeling well. So your boy got a big ass gallon of orange juice, you know, made some soup. And yo, your boy was on that Tales, and I said, yo, I'm not moving from the spot until I beat Tales. I wanted to be, obviously I moved from the spot, you know, use the bathroom all, but I was on like some super hardcore gamer shit yesterday. I was like, yo, I gotta beat Tales for numerous reasons, right? Because I see everybody else. So I'm gonna keep it state. Yo, shout out to Dre. Shout out to Requiem of Demons. You know, I seen he got the platinum. Dre got the platinum. Barry just got the platinum this morning, right? I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm a little jealous. All right, I feel a type of way, okay? Because I don't have the platinum yet. I feel disrespected. Right? I'm like, hold on. Trey got the platinum. Listen, I'm happy for all of them. I'm happy for all of them that got the platinum. But I'm sitting there like, well, damn, I need to get the platinum too. You understand? Because I love Tales. Tales of Arise is my game of the year, right? So I'm like, I need to get that platinum. So, you know, I really have been like on it. Like, even when I came home from work today, I was playing for a couple hours, but I said, you know what? I was getting that Kenna itch because I haven't even started Kenna yet. I did like an hour ago, but you know, I was really focused on Tales, but you know what? Let me just foot dip. Let me just dip the toe. Dip the toe. Let me just dip the toe a little bit into Kenna. A little bit, just a little bit. I just wanted to play about 30 minutes, guys. But I was like, you know what? You know, I played 30 minutes. And I said, you know what? I got to do the podcast. After the podcast, I'm back on Tales. I need to get this platinum. So, you know, I foot dipped a little bit, guys. I'm gonna admit, I foot dipped a little bit into Tales of Kena, and I love it, man. Like the 30 minutes that I played, man, especially playing it on this OLED. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, this game is beautiful. It's amazing. You know, I didn't do a whole lot of combat, obviously, because I'm like only 30 minutes in. You know, I fought a couple of the enemies, like the beginning enemies, kind of the tutorial enemies, if you will. But oh my god, it's a beautiful game, man. Like, yo, definitely pick that Kenna up, man. Speaking of which, Tales of Arise, yo, Damien, what's good, man? Dark Artemis, what's good? Speaking of, you know, Tales of Arise as well. Listen, guys, you know, I normally, you know, I don't really go this hard. I do go hard for this, but I really mean it when I say this, because I really want Tales to like get another game, and I really want them to see that, yo, what they've done with this series, with evolving it and moving to a new engine, and what they did with the combat and everything. Yo, this game, guys, I mean this like sincerely, man. Like, I'm not trying to cap here. Yo, this game, the combat, the story, yo, everything about Tales of Arise is just, it's perfection, man. Like, I really mean that. Like, this game is really amazing, man. Like, I seriously mean that with like all my heart and soul. This really is my game of the year without a question. And I know Returnal, Ratchet and Clank, and all these, there's, you know, Final Fantasy VII Remake and all that stuff. Listen, a lot of great games have released this year, and there's still a couple more that's going to release this year. But guys, for me personally, Tales of Arise is the peak, man. It's a 10 out of 10. That story, the combat, the world, I'm blown away, man. I'm blown away. Tales of Arise is so good. Like, please, guys, go play that game. Go pick it up. It's definitely a game you want to play. It's trust me, that story is so deep, and it's so varied, and the characters are so well written, all of them. And yo, play Tales, man. Please, guys, play Tales of Arise. It's a great game. It's a great game. Yo, Eastern Conference, what's up? All right. So, you know, like I said, guys, I was gaming. So, you know, I said I wanted to do a show today because I wanted to talk to you guys. And it's been, yo, and listen, here's the thing, too. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Yo, with these Twitter Spaces, right? Let's talk about Twitter Spaces. It's a couple things we're going to talk about, right? We're going to talk about Twitter Spaces. We're going to talk about kind of this Twitter Space wars that's been going on. People screenshotting Twitter Spaces. Listen, we're going to talk about all of it because I kind of want to put it out, especially after yesterday. Yesterday, I was in like a couple of Twitter Spaces listening to like a lot of people talking, you know, a couple of PlayStation-centric Twitter Spaces, Xbox-centric Twitter Spaces. I was kind of like jumping around, and there was a lot. And the shit that I heard, bro, I'm like, yo, all right, okay, yeah, no, we definitely need to bring some order here because this shit's starting to spiral. And your boy, you know, we definitely gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this, guys. Trust me. But I want to start by saying this. Wolflow said crumb side too. Hey, yo, Juan Sosa, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. All right, so I want to start by saying this with Twitter Spaces. Well, let me say this about the gaming community, man. Yo, the gaming community, y'all are some real adaptable people, bruh. Like, yo, I'm always gonna give Strictly, anytime I mention Twitter Spaces and people using it, I'm always gonna give Strictly his flowers. Strictly Games, David Gaines, because yo, I mean this, and I'm always gonna say it. I know y'all gonna hate me. Oh, you always gonna say, listen, Twitter Spaces did not start pop. The first person I saw doing Twitter Spaces, was Strictly. With no cap. It was Strictly. As far as I'm concerned, Strictly pioneered and ushered in Twitter Spaces into the game community. Because Strictly was the only one that I saw doing Twitter Spaces at first, and I was like, well, damn, like what? And I used to always listen in, and I'm like, damn, yo, like, you know, because Strictly, he would always do his Twitter Spaces talking about different things within the gaming news and in the gaming community, or, you know, something crazy that's been happening or something like that. But it was always Strictly that I saw doing them at first. When Strictly was doing them, and, you know, he does them really well, man. You know, Strictly is a very well-spoken guy, right? So, you know, you can definitely listen to Strictly, and, you know, it don't sound like you losing brain cells, because like I say, he's a very well-spoken guy. He knows his stuff about gaming and whatnot, right? Yo, shout out to my boy Strick. So I'm always gonna give Strictly his flowers on that. Yo, Broken State, what's good? Link, what's good? Now, after Strictly came Optimus Code. Shout out to Optimus Code, Pegasus Nation. You feel me? Very, and again, Optimus Code is another one. Optimus Code is a very well-spoken guy, right? Like I told Optimus Code before. I remember one time he was talking about, like, you know, him growing up and the trials and tribulations he went through growing up black and loving gaming and stuff like that. And, you know, I was listening to that and I was like, damn, bro, this is like a really deep space. Like, you know, like he, you know, Optimus Code is a very well-spoken person as well, right? So, you know, much respect to Optimus Code. Optimus Code was the second one that I saw kind of doing them regularly, you know, kind of structured it, you know, where he kind of made it into like a show, like for him, like, you know, had the hashtag Code Talks and things like that, you know. So shout out to Code. So with Spaces, the first couple of people that I saw was Strictly and Optimus Code, right? And that's no shade against anybody else that might have been doing it around that time. They were doing it as well. But I'm saying for myself, you know, from my vision of where I've seen it, the first two people that I saw really doing this consistently was Strictly and Optimus Code, right? And to this day, right? Again, guys, I'm not, well, it's a couple of people, because I'll throw like 3 or 4 people in there. To this day, like, you know, when it comes to the Twitter Spaces, I still think in terms of quality, you know, Strictly, Twitter Spaces, Optimus Code, Twitter Spaces, either Sick or Thrash, when they're doing a Twitter Space, especially the space that they did 2 days ago that I was listening to. Like, I was in there like for a minute. It was a really good space. Like, they have really good spaces, really good conversations as well. Luca, you know, Ash and Luca, she does a really good spaces as well. Hers is pretty structured. Akira, as well, he does pretty cool spaces as well. Is really Chris Righteous. I know Chris Righteous is doing Twitter Spaces now. There's a couple of people that I'll definitely, you know, listen to. Like, even I know BG is doing Twitter Spaces now as well. Weapon Wheel Spaces or whatever. I know he did a Kena Bridge of Spirit space or whatever. So that was a good space. BG definitely does a good job. Chris Righteous, things like that. It's a lot. It's a couple people within this community that I do think, when it comes to Twitter Spaces and how they do them, I do think there's a lot of quality there, right? And with this gaming community, man, one thing, like I was saying, the gaming community is definitely very adaptable, right? Because once Twitter Space took off, especially in the gaming community, yo, Mooch, what's good, bro? Corey, what's good? Once Twitter Spaces took off, right, within the gaming community, like when you give this is one thing about the gaming community, and listen, I rock with a lot of y'all, man, but I'm gonna keep it 100. They're not gonna stop me. They're not gonna stop me. Refresh. They're not gonna stop me from talking. Listen, they're not gonna stop me from talking. Listen, I told y'all before, man. There's all this all this, like, people see, go PC game is the best. The hell it is. The hell it is. The hell it is. It ain't the best. All this PC shit. It ain't. No. And listen, I work in IT. Absolutely not. They tried to get me out the paint. You're not gonna get me out the paint. You're not gonna get me out the paint. I'ma say my piece. I'ma talk. What that little boy say? Remember that video with a little boy? Remember that video with the little boy that was walking around with the juice? He was like, "Oh, Mr. Glass was up." He was like, "I'm grown. I'm a grown ass man. I'm grown." And his mom was like, "Stop beating your chest like that." He said, "I'm grown. I'm a grown ass man. I do what I want. I'm grown." Listen, they're not gonna get me out the paint. You feel me? I just hope it don't happen again. Yo, listen. Gaming Gods, YouTube, Streamlabs. Just let me do my podcast in peace. You feel me? I want to give a good show to my audience. Okay, can you do that for me, please? Thanks. Jesus, do I need to bring Mr. Gamer Politician out to ask as well? I mean, he
I'm kind of enjoying the show, Persona, so I hope they don't mess up the stream again, because I want to hear what you got to say.
Even Mr. Politician wants to hear what I have to say. You feel me? I mean, YouTube, Streamlabs, come on, let's work together here, right? All right, so like I was saying, when it comes to, like, Twitter Spaces and whatnot, there are definitely a lot of people within this community, or I won't say a lot. Let me dial that back a bit. There's definitely a couple of people within the Twitter community and the game community who I think are doing, great stuff with Twitter Spaces. But like I was saying, game community, I rock with y'all, and this ain't an Xbox thing or a PlayStation thing. I'm talking to the whole community when I say this. You motherfuckers love to talk. You motherfuckers love to talk. And listen, I love to talk too. Like, I'll definitely, give me a platform. I love to give my thoughts and whatnot, right? But yo, I'm gonna be honest, because normally during the work week, I told you guys before, I catch up on like certain shows, like, because I watch Mooch. Well, now I tend to watch Mooch show live on Fridays. If I'm gaming or whatever, I watch Mooch show. So like, but BG show, Mooch, Braps, so it's a couple of shows. And then like my music podcasts and things like that I listen to. Like, I listen to Joe Budden podcast, I listen to Rory and Mao, I listen to $1 Million Worth of Game. It's a couple of investor podcasts and things like that I listen to. It's a lot of shows that I listen to during the week while I'm working, or while I'm gaming, that are like, that, and that's how I catch up on like a lot of people's shows, because like, sometimes I can't catch them live, or I'm doing something or whatever the case may be, right? Listen, for like the past 2 weeks, I'll be straight up with you guys. For like the past 2 weeks, I ain't been able to watch I haven't been able to do my regular shit because Twitter Spaces. Yo, every time, listen, I said this on Twitter yesterday. Twitter Spaces is like Jerry Springer. And like, some of these spaces are really crazy and like really like funny. It's like a lot of comedy and entertainment in this shit. So I've been listening to a lot of Twitter Spaces lately, and I'll be in them shits for like a minute just listening while I'm working. Because I often listen to these especially Twitter Spaces during the day. I'm listening to that while I'm working, right? Or if it's one that's happening like on the weekend or in the evening, I'll try to listen to it.
while I'm gaming, unless I'm playing a story game, then I'm definitely not listening. But I said this too, it's too many spaces. It's way too many spaces. I can't keep up. I try to support everybody, right? But I can't fucking keep up. Like I really can't. It'd be like now, especially now, bro. I'm not kidding, bro. It'd be like 8 or 9 space. Like when I refresh my tab on Twitter now, it'd be like 9 or 10 shows or 10 Twitter spaces happening at the same time. And I'm like, yo, I can't watch it. I can't listen to all this shit, right? Now listen, there are certain Twitter spaces that will definitely take priority for me. Code, Strict, if they do it, because they normally do their Twitter spaces around like, 11, 12, 1 during the day. I'm definitely gonna listen. I'm gonna listen. I'm always gonna come through, listen. If Luca doing a space, I'll come through. If Sick or Thrash is doing a space, or Chris Righteous. See, here's the problem too. Sometimes Sick and like Chris Righteous will be doing the spaces at the same time. And listen, those my boys. I can't choose or Strictly and Thrash will be doing a space at the same time. I'll listen to one for like 5 or 10 minutes, 20 minutes, depending on if it's really entertaining. I'll definitely stick around. But I'll listen to that for like 20 minutes and then I'll hop to the other one. But I'm sitting like, yo, I can't keep up. I can't keep up with these goddamn Twitter spaces. Right? Like, Jesus Christ, I can't keep up. Now listen, gaming community, I love that we all are talking and getting together. Like, it's a good thing. Well, kinda, because we're gonna get to the bad side of Twitter spaces in a second. But it's a lot of talking and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, damn, bro, like I can't keep up. Now here's the thing. Right? And listen, guys, I'm always gonna be honest with y'all. Because I rock with y'all. I'm always gonna be honest. Right? One thing Twitter Spaces has showed me, because when I think, some of these Twitter Spaces remind me of the Council podcast. Because I remember back in the day during the Council podcast, like our intros would be like an hour and a half. We were doing like 4-hour shows, and the intros would be like an hour and a half, and then our outros would be like an hour. It's only like 5 of us on the goddamn panel. But other conversations that end up happening and all this stuff. So, but as like, especially with me and Bari, like as we evolved and like got more into like YouTube and things like that, especially with me and Bari in our show with What's Up PlayStation, I would like to think me and Bari, we run a pretty tight ship when it comes to What's Up PlayStation, right? We got our intros, outro, spotlight. We have like, we have good banter and things like that. But one thing that Twitter Spaces has taught me is that a lot of people don't really have podcast etiquette, right? So what I mean is, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it straight up. Some of you motherfuckers are long-winded as fuck, right? Yo, this is one of the things I was always saying, like in like a month or so ago in Code Space, right? Because when Code brings people in, he'll bring like 2 or 3 people in at a time, or sometimes one. Now I think he does one at a time because it'll get real rowdy. But like, some of the people that Code would bring in, right? Like, Code would ask them a question, and Code, Code. One thing I love about Code is, he's very direct. Like me, I'm a very blunt person. Like I don't like beating around the bush. I don't like that cat and mouse bullshit. Like I don't go for that. Like I'm a very direct person, right? So with Code, Code is very direct as well, and I love that because the type of questions Code asks people are the questions I would ask. So I love that shit because it always trips them up, right? So Code, he'll ask a very direct question. Like, all right, so for example, guys, if we and you are having a conversation and I say, hey guys, what color's the sky? Well, not what color's the sky. What's the weather outside? Right? Like, say me and you are having a face-to-face conversation. What's the weather outside? All you would have to do is pull out your phone, go to the weather app and say, oh yeah, so right now it is 70 degrees outside, partially sunny, blah, blah, blah. And that's it, right? Like that's a very direct question. What is the weather outside right now, right? That's a very direct question. With a lot of people in these spaces, you'll ask them, oh, so what's the weather outside? Also, yeah, you know, I just got this iPhone 12 Pro Max, right? And so I downloaded this weather app, right? And I think it's really cool because like this weather app, as opposed to the one that's downloaded, that comes pre-installed on the iPhone, this one just like, you know, it'll track your every movement wherever you go, and it'll give you the weather accuracy will be about 99.9%, right? So I think this is the best weather app, man. Like, it is so dope. I definitely think you should check it out. Okay, but what is the weather? Listen, I'm telling you, man. And so like, you know, one time, right, I was using this weather app and I was at work and I looked at the weather app and it told me exactly what the weather was. I was like, wow, like how are more people not using this app? Okay, what is the weather? What is the fucking weather? Like, what is the weather? You're telling me about this app. You're telling me about what is the weather? Oh, well, you know, my iPhone, you know, one time I dropped it. It was raining outside and I was looking at it. And like when the droplets fell on the phone, the weather actually predicted that. Bro, get to the point. Some of these spaces, people fucking ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble and ramble, and I'm like, bro, it's a direct question. And then like, yo, and because this is something that a lot of, like, yo, people will come in off topic. There'll be a specific topic to the space and people will come in off topic, and I'm like, bro, oh, you know, like, all right, so for example, Coda have a space, or Strictly, they'll have a space and be like, oh, okay, the question of the space, like, you know, because normally they'll put the question of the space as the title of the space. So, you know, say Strictly doing a space, he'll say, you know, what are your thoughts for 2020? What are your thoughts for PlayStation's lineup for 2022? Right? That's a very direct question. What are your thoughts for PlayStation's lineup for 2022? That's a very direct question. That's a very open and shut question. It can't get no more direct than that, right? People are coming to the space. Hey man, you know, I'm so glad you get in, and I get it, you know, like, because, you know, a lot of people, one thing about spaces, what it's done is it's giving the voiceless a voice, which can be a good and a bad thing, and we'll talk about that in a second. But it gives the voiceless a voice, right? And it's pros and cons to that. We'll talk in a second about that. Put a pin into that. But, you know, the title of the space will be, what are your thoughts on PlayStation's 2022 lineup, right? People are coming to the space. Hey guys, you know, oh my God, thanks so much for having me come on, man. I really appreciate it. You know, you guys are so great. You know, all the pleasantries, which is cool, right? But then, you know, Strictly or Coda, whatever. Oh yeah, appreciate it, bro. So what's your thoughts? Oh yeah, man, listen, I just came in, so I don't really know what y'all talking about. But listen, man, Xbox and PlayStation, and you know, I think Phil Spencer and Jim Ryan, and they need to do, brother, man, brother. That's not this space. What are you talking about? Yeah, no, I know it's not the space, but just hear me out. No, we gonna stick on topic. No, just hear me out real quick. No, yo, I love Code, bruh, because Code would be like, nope, Strictly too, nope. Now, I just want to say one thing, right? So then sometimes Code will let them say they get their bars off. Yo, shout out to Code, like, I'm starting to say that too, get your bars off. You know, Code will let them get their bars off real quick. And so like, they'll be like, yeah, so, you know, I don't really know what the topic was. You know, I just want to come in here and say what's up, but I think that Xbox needs to do this and PlayStation needs to, my bands. That's not the conversation. How do you come into somebody's space and change the conversation? Derail the conversation. Now listen, if the conversation is you know, a debate about, you know, Xbox versus PlayStation or whatever, then fine, that's different. But if it's a direct question of what are your thoughts on PlayStation's 2022 lineup, right? And somebody coming, I don't really care about that, but Xbox, I don't really care about that, but PlayStation. And I'm sitting there like, guys, what, like it just derails the conversation, and it throws, like, in my opinion, it throws, like, I'm real OCD when it comes to like punctuality and whatnot. And so like shit like that really like bugs me the fuck out, because I'm like, I'll be listening to the space and I'm like, bro, how do you just come in and derail the entire conversation like that? Like that shit like that, I think is very disrespectful, right? And like, you know, shout out to Cold, Strick, Luca, you know, Thrash and Sick, they not having that. Chris, like if you go up in that space trying to do that, they not going for that, bro. Like if you ain't on topic, they gonna switch your ass to listen real quick. You going back to listen. So like, you know, like people just coming off topic, and like people love to ramble. They love to ramble, guys. And I'm like, yo, y'all ramble too fucking much. And like sometimes, like, cause I'll be listening, and like here's the other thing about Twitter Spaces is, you know, I have a very low tolerance for stupidity and stupid people. My tolerance for that is so low. It's so fucking low. I'm not even kidding. Like ask Bari, like my tolerance is very low for stupid people and like stupid like remarks and statements and things that just have no. There, like you can tell that what someone is saying, it wasn't a cohesive thought. They just said it like, bah, I'm just saying this, bah, right? And so, shout out to Viper, 6 months as a member. Appreciate. He says, yep, that just hear me out shit be pissing me off, and I usually bounce, but then 5 minutes later I be back. LOL. I usually just sit back and listen, but I think it's time for me to provide input. Hey, yo, jump through, bro. Come through to one of them spaces. But you know, it's things like that where I'm like, yo, like you derail the conversation. It throws the flow off. And so like, you know, listen, if I'm listening, like, you know, like, cause I don't really, I try to listen to a lot of these spaces. Like I don't really try to talk too much, cause like oftentimes I can't, right? I'll jump in real quick. But like, yo, sometimes like if it's some stupid shit, I'm like, yo, look, what are you talking about, bruh? Like, let's get back on track here, bruh. Like, you're not making no sense. One of the things about Twitter Space that I like is people can't lurk, right? Like, see, that's one thing about YouTube. You can't really see who's watching you if they don't type in the chat. So, like, a lot of people can just lurk, and like, you know, a lot of people are just listening and whatever. On Twitter Spaces, you can't lurk in no Twitter, because your face and your Twitter handle and all that is gonna be plastered on that listeners list, and yo, you gonna be seen. So like, you can't really lurk on Twitter Spaces, bro. Like it's so funny. But what I'm seeing is like a lot of people kind of like what I'm seeing now is kind of like Twitter Space wars, right? Where people are screenshotting people in Twitter Spaces, like people are screenshotting people in Twitter Spaces that are in quote unquote fanboy Twitter Spaces or toxic Twitter Spaces, whatever. Like, you see, guys, look at this. All these ponies and all these people are in Twitter Space, and they talking negative and da da da. You see this? Look at all. You know what's funny? I'm be honest with you guys. I don't see a lot of. I'm just saying, guys, from my observation, they might be out there, but I'm just saying, I don't really see a lot of PlayStation dudes doing that. I see a lot of Xbox. I'm just saying, guys, cut me some slack. I'm just saying, right? So like I see like a lot of people screenshotting people that are in Twitter Spaces, and I'm like, bro, this is where shit gets out of control. This is where it's like, hey, yo, you know what? You can't have nice things, right? Because it's like, bro, who the fuck cares if someone is in a pro Xbox Twitter Space or in a pro PlayStation Twitter Space? Like, what are you talking about? Like, none of that matters. Like, they want to hear. Listen, I want to hear, because yo, you best believe I've been here, especially this week. Listen, guys, this week has been very. If you are not on Twitter, just to hear these Twitter Spaces, listen, Twitter Spaces this week has been very eventful, and I think Twitter Spaces is going to turn into the new. I think it kind of already has, but it's going to turn into the new like hot spot. It's the new hot spot every time I do a podcast, every fucking time. Jesus. Like, it's the new hot spot. Like, whenever it's some crazy news, a Twitter Space, you could bet your bottom dollar
that Twitter space, 1 to 3 Twitter spaces is gonna pop up. As soon as the news drops, that Twitter space gonna be up. It's too I think Twitter Spaces is too convenient because you don't need you don't need like well, you obviously need a Twitter account, but that's it. You just need your phone and a Twitter account. That's it. It's too convenient. So as soon as some hot news drops, you best believe a Twitter Spaces is gonna follow very, very shortly. Very shortly, a Twitter Spaces is gonna follow. But when it comes to like the voice, Twitter Spaces and the voiceless having a voice, right? And I'm gonna talk seriously about this, right? Like no, all jokes aside, right? I'm gonna play I'm gonna play both sides of this because I think it's important. I think it's important that we acknowledge this, right? Twitter Spaces definitely gives the voiceless a voice, right? So sensible people, they got a voice now, like where they can just jump in to a Twitter space and they can talk their piece and give their thoughts on gaming and whatnot. And because these Twitter spaces have like 200 300 people in them, 90 people, 100 people, it'd be a lot of people in these Twitter spaces. So it gives a lot of people who normally wouldn't really talk in a podcast, or they might be listeners of like podcasts or things like that, and they don't really like comment, or they don't really talk about it too much, because a lot of the Twitter spaces that I have been in, I've definitely seen a lot of people come forward and really actually start to speak and give their thoughts on like gaming, who don't really talk about it outside of like Twitter spaces or whatever, or aren't like on a podcast or doing their own content. And I think stuff like that is good, but Twitter Spaces also gives trolls and I hate using this toxic word, but it gives the trolls and all those people a voice as well. And I think Twitter Spaces has fueled the console warring to it's on another level right now, guys. Listen, I was in a Twitter space yesterday. I'm not even kidding when I say this. I think I left out of that Twitter space dumber. I'm not even kidding. I mean that in all sincerity. I'm not kidding with you. I legit think I left out of this Twitter space dumber than when I had went in. I mean that with all my heart and soul. I can't lie. And so like I think with giving the voiceless a voice, I think it's a good thing. But I do think that with a lot of people, it's also fueling that console wars. And listen, some of it is entertaining because I love a good debate, right? A good debate, I love it. You guys know I love a good debate. I'm never gonna like turn away from that. But then you kind of get to see like some of the people that you see kind of typing some of that crazy stuff that you really like, do they really think like that? Twitter Spaces lets you see that there are a lot of people within this community who really think like a lot of that troll shit that they like, you see a lot of people typing out, they really think that stuff. They really think that. And like it's actually been really eye-opening for me, because I'm like, trolling is one thing, right? Like, we all gonna crack jokes on haha Xbox this, haha PlayStation that. Like, we all gonna crack jokes, right? But the level of delusion and misinformation and long-windedness, and I'm sitting in some of these spaces and I'm like, bro, is this really what people think? Is this really what people are pushing? Are these really the agendas that people are pushing now? What? Are you kidding me? Corey said niggas need friends or a hobby or something. If only there was something they could do that would occupy their time. I see what you did there. What's good? What good news you have for us today, Persona? Yo, German Martinez, what's good, man? Appreciate you. Guap said, everybody has a voice. Whether or not they know how to use it is a whole other topic. Well, that's what I'm saying, Guap. Is, you know, everyone does have a voice, but you know, a lot of people don't have the thing. The thing about Twitter Spaces, especially people with smaller followings joining larger Twitter Spaces, because Twitter Spaces is a good way to like get your followers up, because a lot of people are like follow, and you know, because it'll, you know, if you join somebody's Twitter Space, whoever follows you, they'll let them know, hey, you know, your friend or your follower such and such joined this space. So like, you know, it's pulling in a lot of people, and I think that stuff is kind of good and bad depending on. But I do agree that how people use their voice is definitely very important, because you guys know how I feel about misinformation, and how misinformation is a big pet peeve of mine, right? Because the reason for that is because, like, yo, listen, man, misinformation really does breed stupid people, right? Misinformation can cause, you know, messed up things to happen. Like, you know, there's a lot of things that comes with a lot of detrimental things, bad things that come with misinformation, because you misinform other people, and that spreads more misinformation, and it breeds more stupid people. Like, it's just a whole big mess, right? That's why I'm big on, like, yo, the facts. What are the facts, right? Never mind the what ifs. What are the facts? Let's get the facts first, then we'll talk about, you know, opinions and whatnot. But within these Twitter Spaces, you know, it really has turned, some of it has definitely turned into a much more negative or like attacking, like, you know, cause I see a lot of people like attacking, and listen, like I said, some of that stuff is definitely comedy. A lot of it is comedy, but then, you know, I see like a lot of people kind of like, some of these Twitter Spaces they kind of sound like cults. I'm not even kidding, bro. Like, yo, it sound like cults in there, bro. Like, yo, I be listening to some of these Twitter Spaces, and I'm like, bro, this shit sound like a cult. Hey, yo, what the fuck? What is going on? Right? And here's the other side of it too, right? Let's talk about the whole fanboy console war thing, right? And it's funny too, because we always tend to come back to this, right? I don't know why. All the time, we always come back to people saying, oh, well, this person needs to be doing this, and oh, this person's a fanboy for this and that. Listen, I don't understand why so many people have a problem. One, why so many people have a problem with a preference, right? It's so many people within this gamers community who have a problem with a preference, right? Listen, if someone prefers Xbox or prefers PlayStation, all right, you know, like, all right, you do what you do. Like, I really don't see an issue there. But what I'm starting to see in a lot of these Twitter Spaces is people condemning people for having that preference. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, bro, who, and excuse my language, you know, for anybody that might have kids in the room, I'm gonna get a little vulgar for a second. Who the fuck do you think you are to sit there in a Twitter Space and talk about why, oh, well, you know, PlayStation.
Well, listen, guys, PlayStation fans, this, Xbox, listen.
With one thing I think, especially, listen, it's gonna come off a lot of people not gonna like this. Stick with me though, stick with me. One of the things a lot of people need to understand is constructive criticism doesn't mean someone is a rabid fanboy, right? Especially when it comes to people speaking on Xbox and what Xbox needs to do to be better, right? A lot of people work around saying PlayStation needs to follow Xbox and do Game Pass and all this other shit, like, you know, and no one looks at that as being toxic or a fanboy or whatever, right? But anytime you speak about what Xbox needs to do to be better, you start to get this influx of people that want to speak in these Twitter Spaces to defend why that doesn't need to happen, right? I've seen it all too often, man. Y'all know, especially y'all that be in these Twitter Spaces, y'all know the culprits. Y'all know the culprits, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, why is it that anytime you speak on give some constructive criticism about something, there's always pushback, right? And I think that's always going to happen, fine. But I think when it comes to these Twitter Spaces, because everyone can speak, everyone feels obligated. Now you have more people that are trying to defend.
you'd be surprised how many people will defend some bullshit in the sake of, because now they can speak. They feel emboldened or empowered. I should say empowered, not emboldened. They feel empowered to want to give their thoughts or defend something, right? But then you see another side of people who are trying to condemn the preferences or the fanbush, and I'm like, guys, my whole thing is this, and I've said this a million times. When it comes to like people who want to fanboy and all that stuff, I don't understand why people who hate that stuff, I don't understand why people keep speaking on that stuff. Like, people who hate that keep speaking on it. They keep making tweets about it. I don't understand. If you hate that stuff, because you'll hear somebody, oh well, you know, I hate fanboys and I don't like the fanboys. All right, keep talking about it though. And I always wonder, like, why do you care about that? If you're playing games, why does that bother you? Why are you paying attention to that? But they do. And Twitter Spaces proves that, because if you see some of these Twitter Spaces, it really is. It's funny too. Listen, the trolling and stuff, that's always gonna be funny, right? The lighthearted trolling. I've always maintained this position that when it leaves outside the realm of gaming and it gets personal, I get off, because you guys know I do not support that stuff. That's not something that I'm down with, and I've maintained that, right? Like, I don't rock with that. Now listen, I'll crack jokes on a Halo or on this dev or that. Like, I'll crack jokes on a game. Like, you know, we'll all have a laugh at that, right? Like, you know, and I think that stuff is lighthearted. Those are just jokes, right? But when you start getting to personal attacks and stuff like that, I don't rock with that. And you guys know, I always tell you guys, you know, whenever because, you know, you're not going to agree with everybody, but I think being able to disagree respectfully is very important, because listen, you know, especially with, you know, I know you guys, a lot of you love What's Up PlayStation. You love, you know, me and Bari and what we're doing and whatnot. You want to see us grow, and we want to grow as well. But with some people, you know, there's going to be people that come on that we even disagree with, you know, with me and Bari. But being able to disagree respectfully is what's going to make people feel comfortable enough to want to come on the show and give their thoughts. So I always feel being able to disagree respectfully is important, because even people you disagree with, like polar opposites when it comes to gaming views, you can still come together and have a conversation, right? A respectable conversation. And it just be, you know, all right, you know, we have this conversation. Oh, I disagree because, oh, I disagree about this because, like, it can just be a conversation. But when it gets a little too personal, that's when people want to sign off, right? But when it comes to these Twitter Spaces, one thing that is abundantly clear, and ladies and gentlemen, hear me, listen to this. A lot of people that claim, oh, you know, respect my time, I got a wife and kids. All the respect my time crew that's always talking about, I ain't got no time to play games because, you know, I got a family and I got a wife and I got to do this and that. And, you know, all those people, right? You know where they be? You know where they be? Twitter Spaces. Yo, one thing Twitter Spaces has most definitely exposed is people that some people in this community that claim they do not have time to play games, but they got time to do Twitter Spaces. Hello? They can't show the gamer score. They can't show the PSN. They don't show trophies and nothing like that. But you know where they at? They say they play games, but you know where they at? Twitter Spaces. Yo, Rollo, what's good, man? South Star, what's up? Amanda, what's good? That's me, C's Upper Room. What's good, guys? Appreciate y'all. Lorenzo, what's good? Steady Flow, what's up, man? Twitter, they're in Twitter Spaces. That's where they are. Now listen, if you're at work, trying to get through the day or whatever, that's fine. But I'm strictly talking about the crowd that claims to not have time to play games because they got a wife and respect my time crew. Respect my time. I got a wife and kids. The respect my time crew, that came from somewhere, guys.
When I made that soundbite, that was because that was what certain people within the community were saying.
Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
I don't got time to play games. I got a wife and kids. That's what they were saying. And you know, in the back of my mind, you know what I'm saying, guys.
Cut the cap.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Because listen, I don't forget, man. I'm very observant. I don't forget. Okay, I don't forget. And a lot of people I'm seeing in these Twitter spaces talking about people need to be out here playing games.
People need to be out here playing games. They need to be out here gaming. That's what they should be doing. But let me do this Twitter space.
Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
I'm just saying. Don't shoot me. I'm the messenger. Don't shoot me. This is what the gaming community told me. I only use the information that I have been given. I do not make. I've only used the information I was given. And people have explicitly told me that people need to be out here playing more games and not being on this show or doing console war shit. That's what people have explicitly told me. But you know who I see in these Twitter spaces?
Respect my time. I got a wife and kids.
I see those same people requesting to speak, sitting in these Twitter spaces. Yep. Talk. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. I'm the messenger, man. I'm just the messenger. You feel me? I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot. Hand raised. Easton, talk to him. I'm just the messenger, man. I'm just the messenger. Do not shoot me. I'm just the messenger. But you know what? I want to get y'all thoughts on Twitter Spaces. Yo, come through. I'm in the chat. I want to hear y'all thoughts on Twitter Spaces. I want to hear y'all thoughts about how it's been going so far. Chatty Patties, talk. Now listen, like I said, this is excluding the ones that I have named. Because listen, I know Strictly play games. I know Chris Righteous play games. I know Luca play games. I know Optimus Code play games. Sick, Thrash, BG. You know, this is excluding those. But some of these other Twitter spaces that I have been in, these are people that explicitly say, oh, I don't got time for that. I'm about gaming. I'm playing games. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I don't got time for console wars. I don't got time to debate this, debate that. They say that. But then you check in that Twitter space, because remember, guys, Twitter space, you can't lurk. You gonna be seen in Twitter spaces. Your face, your at is all gonna be seen on Twitter spaces. So you sitting there as a speaker, hand raised, talking, defending. But you say, you run through Twitter and you say, oh, well, you know, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for, respect my time.
Respect my time. I got a wife and
That's
kids.
what they told you. But these are the people that want you to listen to them and put stock into what they say. They have no proof. They can't show the gamer tag. They can't show their PSN. They have no proof. But they want you to listen to what they have to say after they told you that they are beneath console war shit. They told you they were beneath the fanboy wars. They told you that. But you check Twitter spaces. Check it. Next time you're in a Twitter space, check it. I guarantee you're gonna see those same people in there listening, talking, defending. Talk to me. Yo, fellas, what's good? They go,
What
my
up,
boy
Brody?
Strictly, the pioneer of these Twitter space. Yo, round of applause, my boy Strictly, man. Yo, listen, man. Strictly, I'm always gonna give you your flowers, brother. Cause I keep saying this, man. The pioneer of these Twitter spaces. You ushered this in. You
Man.
crawled so that I can walk, so that the community could walk. Walk to them Twitter spaces. Talk to us, bro.
Man, it's kind of crazy though how it did blow up, man. You know, I think, you know, like you said, it has its positive and its negatives, man. But I do think people, man, the best part about it is you can't no longer, you know, hop in people's tweets and comments, say some stupid shit, and then, you know what I'm saying, just go about your business. Like, we gonna call you out on that, especially if, like you say, you can see everybody's you can see they in the Twitter spaces, you can't lurk. So if people saying stupid shit and they coming in there and they lurking, you get the, hey, you come speak to what you was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because people just be sounding crazy, man, like your boy, you know, Xbox University, bro. You feel me?
Hey, yo, I wanted to talk to you. I think I forgot who was doing the Twitter space. It was Sick. It was Sick. Yo, listen, let me tell you something about Sick. I know Sick a long time. Sick showed restraint that day. I know. Listen, I've known Sick a long time, man. I know Sick got a temper. I know Sick don't take no shit. I'm telling you, Sick showed restraint that day.
Nah, you know what it was? I can tell you what it was, Persona. He's an idiot. And little do he know, he proved my point the entire time. I didn't even have to say nothing. There was no response necessary.
Well, this is the thing though too, Sick. Like, he definitely be trolling, and that's what I was trying to say to y'all the other day. I was like, yo, don't let him get to you, because this is him trolling, man. Like, that's what he want, that response. And I'm glad you didn't give him the response he was fetching for. You definitely held it down. I respect that.
No. Come on, bro. I told you.
Nah,
let me tell you. He's not necessarily. I think he believes the bullshit that he peddles. I mean, he sits up there and says, hey man, how are you gonna call me stupid? I'm very educated. I got a PhD. Like, shut the fuck up. No, you don't, nigga. You in Twitter spaces all day, nigga. You ain't even got no job, nigga. What the fuck are you doing all day, bro? Yo, this nigga is in mad Twitter. Bro, it's gotten so bad. When I go in there, if I see him and that nigga Logical, bro, I just walk right back out the door. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that for myself, bro.
No disrespect to them, but sometimes they definitely do lower the quality of the spaces. I'm not
you seen what happened earlier today? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, listen, they was on some other shit, bro. Like, I came in there respectful, peaceful, calm, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Asked him a simple question, couldn't get an answer. And then he said I was attacking character. He didn't even respond at first. The other dude did. He said I was attacking his character because I cussed. Then he started saying, I'm like, yo, y'all wilding, bro. Like,
I don't know. When I'm listening to that space and I'm like, wait a second, what? Like, Strictly, this is how Strictly talk. What do y'all talk about? Like, y'all, that didn't make no sense. Cause I'm sitting there like, yo, y'all really trying to like start some shit. Yo, Magnificent, thanks so much for becoming a member.
Oh, my bad.
No, go.
Let me tell you something too, Strictly. This is something that's a total sidebar though. Keena, when it comes to deflecting, because I know you was having some issues with parrying, bro.
Hell yeah.
Wait till the last minute. What you're doing is you want to see that bubble pop up in front of you. Don't do it. As long as you do it at the last minute, you won't get hit.
See, that's what I've been doing. I actually put that on Twitter last night. Like, I had put a post up saying, yo, this thing get on my damn nerve. And then I said update. I found out how to do it. Cause you know, like you said, most people they'll wait for that little shield to pop. But you gotta wait. You know, you can't wait for the shield to pop. You just gotta press L1.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the last minute on that one.
Hey, wait till y'all get a little far. Y'all gonna meet some enemies that you gotta do the parry just so you can fight them.
Oh man,
it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, and it has to be a perfect parry. It can't just be a parry.
I figured
it's cool. Ken is cool though. I do like Ken. It's a dope. I'm really enjoying it so far.
Yeah, I just started playing this morning. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to derail it though.
No, it's cool.
We can get back to the Twitter spaces. I just wanted to interject with that because I see this nigga going off like, yo, what the?
And yo, Praise Lost Judgment.
You know, because like
Praise Lost Judgment. Oh man.
Yeah, I got that. I got that pre-order. I'm ready for that. But yeah, like
say that it's amazing.
I ain't even downloaded because right now, bruh, I gotta get the platinum in Kena, then I gotta move back to Life is Strange. Then at some point I gotta get it to fucking TOA, man. Like
my four plats is Fist, Tales of Arise, Kena, and Life is Strange, and then from there, and that's gonna take me a minute. That's gonna take me maybe a month or more.
People think Fist is hard. Fist is not hard. You just have to learn the game.
It's like
once
it's
you
like
learn the game,
man. Once you learn their patterns,
easy.
once you learn their patterns, it's really simple.
Fist?
Like Fist. It's about patterns. Yeah, it's about their patterns.
My only problem with Fist is I need to find every single upgrade. I got almost everything, and the problem is most of my map is 99%, so I don't know what I missed.
Let me help you out, Karba, because you ain't going. Trust me, you ain't finding no guys on Fist, bro.
Yeah, I tried.
Make sure you feed the nigga. I mean, make sure you feed the nigga. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give you vague hints. Make sure you feed the nigga.
Feed?
There's only one place you can feed that you can eat. Make sure
you're talking about Joffrey
I'm
Street.
done with that long time ago.
Yeah. Make sure once you eat, no, you gotta keep eating, bro. You're gonna get a special meal at one point in time. It's gonna cost you like 800 of those things.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay. Make sure you turn in all of the plant seeds.
Yeah, you're probably missing a plant seed or something somewhere hidden in one of those ducks. Because
make sure you use your dash.
I am missing one. That's the biggest issue. I am missing one plant seed and it's not showcasing on any fucking map.
Yeah.
I fear this might be a bug.
Let me tell you, no, it's not. Trust me, it ain't. If you want to know where you're missing something, look carefully at the map. There's going to be openings that you can see within the map, but you have to look carefully at the map itself. You know how you see the lines, how they twist and turn and shit like that?
Yeah, I know.
You're going to see openings that are very small, and it's not going to make any sense to you until you get to that point, and you will see that there's a wall that you got to go through. There's something that you have to penetrate in order to get to whatever it is that you're missing, but it's not going to show up until you actually go through the wall. So the seed that you're missing ain't going to be on the map. Not until you open up the wall.
I know. I literally I have a few areas 100%. So I'm aware how you look out carefully, but yeah, I'm just gonna look up again.
You'll find it, Omar.
I'll find it.
Grinding.
But Fist is a great game.
Yeah, it is. But to get back to Twitter Spaces, what I was trying to say is
Persona.
Yo.
My bad, man. My bad, Persona, yo. You know what I mean? Listen, Omar, sit this one out, champ. Sit this one out, champ. Listen, brother. No. This is for your own good. This is for your own good. You can't be in 4 Twitter Spaces, then come right in here and let's continue talking. Sit this one out, champ. Sit this one out, champ. Listen, it's not normal. It's not healthy to be talking for 14 hours straight. Sit this one out, champ. I don't know what the hell is going on, man, but it's not healthy, bro.
Endurance, man. You got endurance.
Listen, trust me. I'm speaking from experience because I remember when I just got into the gaming community, I was hooked on Facebook group chats and all that shit. We was in group chats all day talking. This shit not healthy, bro. Sit this one. Sometimes you just gotta fall back. Sit this one out, yo. I'm telling you for your own good, cause you my mans. If you wasn't my mans, I would have tell you shit. I'd have let you sit in here and you just yap. But sit this one out, champ. You've been talking for 14 hours straight. Sit this one out. I don't give a damn if it's about Fist. I don't give a damn if it's about sis. Sit this one out, champ.
Oh my god.
This shit is crazy. You need people just to tell you straight up. I'm telling you straight up, brother. You know what I mean? Straight up from 7 o'clock in the morning, space, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, space, 3 a.m., 3 p.m., space. Now you're in a Discord chat. Sit this one out, champ.
Yo, Omar, you my man 50 grand, man. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a stack. You be in every space I go in to listen.
Yeah.
You in there talking. Listen, I wouldn't say it if I wasn't you, my boy. You be in these spaces, bro. You be all over.
Let me know, Ace. How do you do it? Because honestly, some spaces I don't even say a word because, dog, I be feeling it.
Okay, let me explain it. I got nothing to do aside from gaming. Like, I am gaming while I am in a space. Otherwise, I would be at my mother or sleeping. That's it. Like, I don't work because of my condition, and that's it. And because of my condition, I literally can't work. I have hobbies, which is gaming and anime, but other than that, sport is absolutely very bad for my
so this spaces is a godsend to you then.
No, I'm actually working on my own show. I'm gonna launch it Saturday.
Oh, you working on a podcast?
Yeah.
Hey.
It's about time. It's about time.
Oh, I've been saying to myself, this man be all over the planet, bruh. He is a part of about 19 different podcasts.
Yo.
This man be doing endurance rounds on Twitter, my nigga. Like every time I go in that bitch, Ace is a speaker, bro. Ace is like, I just don't fucking get it. I be like,
he be in these spaces, bro, and I'm like,
yo, Sid, he think I'm being rude and disrespectful. I'm not being rude or disrespectful, man.
Dude.
I understand the addiction, bro. I understand the addiction. I understand the limelight. I'm telling you, sit this one out, yo. You gotta. Sometimes you gotta know to step back, bro, because when you, it's gonna come so over time. It's just gonna be overbearing, and you're gonna be like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Regardless on what you do in your personal life, or you're just playing games and all that, it's gonna become a time where you're just gonna be drained out. Trust me, bro. I've been there. Yo, there's no. Listen, the funny thing about you all the way east, so your time zone is way different than everybody. But you in every single chat. I don't understand what's going on, brother. You gotta sleep. You gotta eat. You gotta play a game. I don't know what the hell's going on.
When I'm sleeping, you're sleeping, so you don't see me. You don't see me then. That's why.
Listen, I'm not saying that you can't be in a Twitter space, but yo, every Twitter space I jump into, you are talking. I don't know how you not fatigued, brother.
Well, so like this.
Here's
Yo,
wait. Here's the my bad. Here's the opposite, right? This nigga Link will hop into spaces and not say a single word. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, Link could just be there, bro.
He will ask to be a speaker and won't say
I do. But like, man, I don't know.
Link nice. He don't be wanting to cut niggas off. I cut niggas off.
I don't like cutting people off. I don't like cutting people off. So
I'm cutting everybody off.
Hey, yo, these motherfuckers join the spaces. They raise their hand. Sit your ass down somewhere. This ain't elementary school. Honorable mention, Jay Bar. You raised your hand. You can talk now. Sit your ass. Listen, when I come up in there, I'm talking. Whoever is next, I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm cutting folks off, bro. I'm sorry. Like, all right, so yo, Omar, for this, right now in New York, on the East Coast where we at, it's 6:30 it's 6:30 p.m. What time is it for you?
Okay. Don't.
I just asked you a direct question. You about to go on a tangent. What time is it?
No. It's 12:35 after midnight.
It's midnight. My man, you know what I would be, where I would be at midnight, bro? I'd be in the bed, sleeping, bro.
I am in my bed.
Hey man, wait, hold up. You in bed in a Discord talking to other? Hold up, Omar. What's going on, bro? Like,
hey, my bed is my room. My bed is my room. So that's it. But no, before track what's called space, I slept and then I woke up on time for the day.
And that man take midday power naps to be ready for these.
Yeah, I power napped.
My man's taking midday power naps for these spaces and podcasts.
Yeah,
boy,
I did a power nap.
Jesus.
So
is
anybody,
Ace, man. Ace out
here.
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead. No. Anybody here beat Kana yet?
Nah.
No.
Nah, not yet.
Nah, you started it.
I
yesterday,
purposely
so.
did not beat it because
Okay, you trying to do all the collectibles and everything?
I'm doing everything at once. Because again, I got several different games I got to get to, dog. So I want to finish this shit.
Let me get these
But,
super chats. I missed these super chats. Sorry. Yo, Viper, appreciate you. He says, "Good shit, Carba. Hope all goes well. Do what you do." And then he says, another $2 super chat. He says, "Bet he got the tummy controller on tap."
Oh, thanks. But just one thing to say to Sick. You guys actually need to play the game a second time in order to get the plat.
I know.
Yeah, you gotta play on
I know.
expert. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mystical Try
Yeah, but
Hard.
they don't have that difficulty on lock, so
Yeah,
you
unlock
might
that.
as well just play on the hardest difficulty right now, so you can get
Prepare.
used to, I guess,
Yep.
the hard difficulty,
Yep.
and then you go from there.
Mr. Go Try Hard guy, she appreciates you. He says, Twitter space villain, the one who shall not be named, the one that shall not be named, personally attacked Sick character. Sick did.
Oh
the
yeah,
right
I heard
thing."
that. Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he
nah,
did.
yo, he
He
did.
did.
Like I was
Yes, he
saying,
did.
like, yo, Sick.
You talking about the Xbox University dude?
Oh yeah, clown.
Yeah.
Yep.
Clear though.
Hold on. Let me make something clear to y'all. Let me make something clear. First of all, the nigga made nothing but assumptions, right? I'm trying to get better, man. I'm trying to be a better nigga, bro. I'm trying not to go off on niggas, dog. Like I don't know why y'all don't understand that, bro. When I was telling him, let me tell you, when I was letting him know, bro, I was just letting him know I don't like you, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to be clear so you don't think that we buddies on here, my nigga. Like let's just keep it a stack, bro. I don't even really want. I have no want to actually speak to him. I don't want to hear him talk. I don't like to hear him talk, so I leave when he appears because he comes and says nothing of substance. Nothing.
Well,
He
it was funny
adds
that you said
I'm just a
that.
troll. I'm just a troll.
Well, it was funny that you said that though, because like I'm like, yo, Sick got a wife and 3 kids, or two or
And
3
kid,
kids.
yeah.
I'm like,
Why would I correct that?
I'm just a
with
troll.
him?
I'm just a troll.
I
don't
don't
wanna
know.
talk to him.
No, I get that. That's why I said I'm glad that you kept your composure. And, 'cause, again, I know Sick, guys. Yo, Sick. He said it. Yo, he set it off. You feel me? Like, yo, Sick. You don't want to piss Sick off. So you know.
No, but it wasn't really worth it though. It was stupid, and plus I didn't want to derail the spaces. That wasn't my intent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That definitely wasn't my intent.
But that
So
goes.
I was actually trying to back it back.
Yeah.
And then Thrash told me what happened though. He said he got a call or some shit like that, and I'm assuming if you take a call,
Yeah, and if you're the host, it's gonna end the space. Yeah, but that's why, and that's why I was saying earlier, like when it comes to the voices, everyone having a voice, this is what's gonna happen. The same type of interactions you see on Twitter through text is now what you're seeing in spaces. And
never
it's
seen
like,
him.
No,
I
no,
swear
but,
to you.
No,
I've
but what I'm
never
saying is
seen
like the whole
Xbox
like
Universe.
trolling and all that crazy. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know nothing about this nigga until I never seen him until Twitter Spaces. I'm not even trying to cap. I don't know where. I don't know where he came from. I don't know where he came from.
What
bro.
I'm telling you.
He showed up a few months ago.
And I'm like, yo, where the hell did you, like, who the fuck are you? Because the man said he worked for Microsoft. I'm like,
I don't
I don't believe that. I'm gonna tell you, I 100% don't believe that.
maybe as a janitor or something, but I don't know. Like,
You know what's the problem with this dude? You know what's the problem with him? Nobody knows this dude, so every time he come into space, he always got to try and prove himself to everybody. Oh, I own stocks. Oh, I work at Microsoft. Oh, I love all the consoles. I play on PS5 too. But we don't see no gameplay. We don't see a YouTube channel with no clips. All these dudes just want to do is talk, bruh. Just talk, and try to prove to you that they are a gamer for some strange reason by talking. No, you don't prove that you're a gamer by just talking. You prove by showing some actual gameplay. You got a YouTube channel, you stream. You're on Twitter, you got all these features that people be like, oh, the console need features, but you don't want to upload a photo, you don't want to upload no gameplay to the features that the console can do with Twitter. Just upload it right there. They don't want to do that shit. They just want to talk.
He said he beat Returnal, so I don't know. I mean, has he ever given out his gamer tag?
See, but that goes back to what like I have said, Barria said, Sika said, Code, Strict. A lot of people have said this in the community. The validate, like within this gaming space, validation comes from being able to show that you actually are playing games. Never mind the platinum. People think when you ask for their gamer tag, you looking for the platinum count. Absolutely not, because if that's any case, then I'm not a gamer compared to Sick. Sick got like 400 platinums. I'm not a gamer compared. Sick is not a gamer compared to Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon like 800 platinums or something.
Cyber Dragon.
Yo,
Cyber Dragon, dude. Man, I don't know where he find the time, dog.
Yo, that man that's a gamer. You feel like, you know, so like if we were going by platinum counts, then of course, but it's the validation of knowing that you actually are playing. That's what people want to see. Because why would someone want to sit in a Discord or Twitter space or anything and hear? Remember, Sick, I was on your show talking to King David that day. Why does anyone want to hear what you have to say if you cannot validate that you're actually about what you're talking about? We talking about games. We talking about this. Away. Yeah, I ain't mean to do that. Like, I was really like just giving him like some game, cause I'm like, bro, like
after that, he hit me up in the DMs, bro, and I don't know why he was trying to express that he was telling the truth to me, because low key, bro, I'm not gonna say I don't care, but if we keeping it real, I don't care, bro. Like I just
it's not even about it. No one cares.
Funny, dog.
No, yeah, no one cares what your situation is. Not to be rude, like, you know, everyone has a crazy situation, but what I'm saying is, you know, when it comes to people that are listening to you talk, right? You have to be able to back up what you're talking about. Yeah, we could talk about the business of gaming, and, you know, I'm always gonna talk about that. Like, you know, sales. I'm always gonna talk about. I don't care what, like, people try to put taboo on that. I'm always gonna talk about the sales and the business and the day to day. Not just because I own stock in these companies, even Microsoft, because I like to talk about that shit. You know, that stuff is interesting to me. But also the gaming, right? I'm always going to talk about the gaming, post up gameplay and things like that. And if people can't do that, improve and show like, oh yeah, here's my game tag, I'm playing these games, I played through this or whatever. Why should anyone take what you have to say serious? Why should anybody value your opinion on anything when it comes to gaming? And I'm not even just talking about PlayStation, I'm talking about value. Why would an Xbox guy value opinion of what someone that prefers Xbox is saying if you can't prove you playing games?
You know, the weird part about it is, and it kind of goes to what you're saying, Persona, is I thought this whole thing, this whole platform was to kind of, you know, meet and find like-minded individuals, you know, who enjoy, you know, something similar, right? And it's like, a lot of people on here, they like to talk about gaming, but they don't play gaming. I can hit Cyber Dragon up like, yo, dog, I got these multiplayer trophies I need to get, nigga. You gonna hop in? You know what I'm saying? And Cyber Dragon is like, yo, nigga, give me a second. Let me download the game real quick. Like, this has happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, I don't really understand it if all we're doing is talking about it, but you don't truly enjoy gaming. And I understand that now. None of these niggas really enjoy gaming, bro. Yeah. Because the only people I see actually gaming, I see strictly gaming. Niggas out here playing Splitgate, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever he's playing on his PC, or whatever the case is. Y'all don't understand. Do you realize that I only align myself with people who I know play games? Link, nigga might be trash, but any multiplayer game that comes out, I'd be like, yo, Link, we coming through or what? Like, Link is my nigga. No, he like, wait, hold on.
How you shit on my man like that, though?
I fuck with Link, man. He nice, yo. He nice,
I'm trash too. I'm trash too. But fuck, dog. God, Link be a new type of trash. Link will literally sit there in one spot, and you'll be like, "Hey, Link, come on,
hey,
Link,
yo,
bro."
Listen, me and Bart.
Yo, Link be like, "Yo, I'm changing my class right in the middle of the map, like your brother."
Hey, yo, me and Bart have been playing playing COD with Link for like a year now. This man, yo, I love Link, bro.
No, Link is my guy, man. Link is my guy, man. But Link be doing that shit, dog. We was playing the Ascent, bro. Yeah. Call it what you want, feel how you want to feel about it. But I swear for God, bro, we getting handled, nigga, and Link just sitting over there in the corner, not moving. I said, fuck. God damn.
Maybe his controller is broken or
no, it wasn't, man.
Nah, listen, Omar, you gotta play with Link. You gotta play with Link. The man will be standing in the middle of the map, bro.
I ain't shitting on Link, bro. We all was out here dying, so it's not like we was all like gods of gaming and shit like that.
Okay.
But Link literally checked out in the middle of the match, my nigga. That nigga checked the fuck out.
Recommend me to ever play with them in Ghost of Tsushima. I'm joking.
You better, yo, let me get
No. And that's the crazy part.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of people in. So I want to get everybody's thoughts real quick on Spaces.
Yeah, let me turn it off again.
Yo, Chris Righteous, the second best list on YouTube. If y'all want some quality Twitter Spaces, my boy Chris Righteous, man, he be talking about Final Fantasy 7. He be talking about Returnal, Last of Us. He talk about everything. He talk about gaming, man. Like, yo, hit up my boy Chris Righteous. He got some good spaces. Chris, what's your thoughts on Twitter Spaces, man?
Shit, man, I love it, man. So far, man, like some people are complaining about them, but like I've been saying in some of these spaces, like so far my experience with them has been pretty positive. You know what I mean? Like for me, like I said, like there needs to be more of a balance with actually people talking about actual games themselves, and you know, even if I agree with the whole, you know, achievements checking and the trophy check-ins or whatever, but even like if you don't know somebody, you could tell that they game by the way they talk about the games. Like when you start talking about the games, you can tell if they're actually playing the game or not. You know what I mean? So
that's a good thing about Twitter Spaces, because you could pick up on that on the spot, and you know when somebody frauding. Because I've heard a couple frauds, and these Twitter Spaces talking about games, and I'm like, that's not true. But keep going.
Right. Like when we're talking about games, we'll actually talk about, like, we'll go in depth. We'll talk about the mechanics. We'll talk about the story, the characters, what we think, and shit like that. So yeah, but nah, man. But for the most part, like I even like the crazy ones too. When you know, like
crazy
we
ones.
as human, yeah, we as human beings, we like to watch drama, right? That's why like reality TV kicked off and shit like that. So I'm with them shits too. But I feel like I don't want that to be like the dominant when it comes to like the gaming community or whatever. Or I don't want the people to be like, well, see, you guys don't even talk about games. You talk like, nah. It's like, you want to see somebody talk about games? Come to MySpace, you know, or whoever is that's talking about the games and shit like that. So yeah, I always try to bring it back to what we, you know, what we actually love, which is about gaming, not that all that other bullshit or whatever. So yeah, but for the most part, I mean, I mean, other than like the past like 24 hours or whatever, I guess there were like some crazy ones, but I didn't really hear because the one with like the Xbox dudes hosting, I didn't even jump in that one because like I don't want to.
The only reason why I jumped in is because it told me that Bari was in it. And I was like, what kind of space is this? Like, what? I jumped in.
Yeah, I saw somebody that I knew was in it. So I was like, oh, let me see what's going on. Maybe they talking. So that's why I came in.
Whoever suggested that.
I know that new legal dude. I know he's a weirdo. I did a stream about him before. He say weird shit.
I was in that shit for like 30. I was in that shit for 30 minutes, and I'm sitting here like, hey yo, what the hell is this, bro? And yo, they was attacking Threat. I was like, yo, what is going on here, bro? What? Yo, that space, I ain't gonna lie, man. Some of these spaces are like Jerry Springer, man. Oh my god.
Yo, you know, I feel like when I go in there.
Hold on, Tony. Let Chris finish his thought, then I'll get you.
Then there was an amazing space, like the best one that I've been in, which was the one that Sick Humor had when he had like, you know, the different journalists. He had Red there. Tony came in, you know, later on and shit like that. Like that shit was amazing because I think that was a very important discussion that we needed when it comes to, you know, like what the gamers think about, like how the journalists are reporting on these games and what we think how they should be as far as like reporting on the actual games themselves. So I thought that shit was fire, and if we get more like that, then that's a very positive, you know, outcome of the Twitter Spaces. But of course you're gonna have the bullshit. I mean, listen, bro, like I played Xbox 360 days on live Call of Duty. Like that shit was toxic as fuck. Play Rainbow Six Siege, go to rank and have a bad game. Like there's like for as long as people can communicate with each other without being face to face, motherfuckers are always gonna feel comfortable to feel like they can just disrespect you. You know what I mean? Without facing any consequences, and they don't. Like for the most part, you can't do nothing but cuss their ass out and that's it, and block them and move on. That's what I do. So if anybody comes at me in the spaces or whatever, I'm just gonna cuss your ass out because that's the only thing I can do. And then I'm just gonna like not, yeah.
You know what's funny? Because Kelvin's telling me in the chat like, yo, there was a spaces where they were talking crazy about all y'all when y'all left, and I'm like, yo, I don't like yo, I do my content. I make my little jokes here and there on Twitter. I post my gameplay. I don't be like in people's Twitters atting them back and forth. I don't do that. Like, you search down my timeline, I don't do that. So the fact that people are like talking greasy and crazy about me without having any interactions with me on a scale lets me know that they are paying attention to me. They lurking in my content. They probably watching my Twitter to see what I'm like. Because I don't talk to these people. I don't talk to none of these people. So if they dislike me or whatever, it's because they have a problem with me. It's not the other way around. I don't have any interactions. But yo,
I want to give a shout out. I want to give a quick shout out to I see him in the chat. Globzilla. He was in the space earlier that I was listening to, and he destroyed. That boy is smart, man.
Globzilla is a very
he's real smart. He's loud in the chat. Like, before I heard him, I always thought he would sound like Barrett from Final Fantasy VII, because how he types and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was
sound like a nerd. Yeah,
that was a notable Spaces moment, because he said that shit. That I wish that one was being recorded. And that's the thing, man. I wish they implement some playback feature or some shit like that.
Yeah. But yo, let me get hold on. Well, let me get a couple other people, because there's a lot of people in. I don't want to get everybody's thoughts. Yo, Uppercase J, man, you've been kind of quiet. Have you been listening to these Twitter Spaces at all?
I jumped in a couple whenever I see, you or Barry in one. It always pop up at the top.
Okay.
So I go in there and look. It's not really my thing, because I used to be on Clubhouse when it started. So I'm kind of familiar with how it runs. I'm more into listening when people are kind of informed on their opinion. Like, I think one time when I jumped in, I do remember I think Sick was holding court in there, and I just kind of stopped and listened to it for a minute, because I'm like, all right, I don't hear anything that sounds a little crazy, so I'll just sit back and listen. And then there's been other times I jumped in and you could just tell it's, an echo chamber. I like to call them safe spaces. They in there, it's like a group therapy session.
Facts. Some of them, that's a fact. Yeah.
People feeling bad about, they choices and their preferences, and they're in there to, pass around positive reinforcement. That's not really my thing. I'm either seeking some information, or I'm seeking some forward thinking and gaming. And if you're displeased with something, vocalize it and try to figure out how we can galvanize and improve the industry somehow from a fan perspective, versus just like, oh, I'm satisfied with all of this mediocre shit, or all the shit that I might not be interested in or whatever. I don't want to hear that. That's all I'm hearing, really. It seems like the larger the audience, the more likely I'm hearing that.
Yeah.
Because you gotta
I'm gonna keep it a stack. If you in a Twitter space that's got like 250, 300 people, it's some drama in there. I'm gonna keep it a stack. If it's like 200, 250, I'm gonna say like 7 times out of 10, it's like a crazy debate back and forth going on. Right? I'm gonna keep it real. From my experience, at least, that's what I've seen. It's like, yo, it's like 300 people in here. The only one where it wasn't like that was the one that Sick did, where it was like 450 people in there, and it was like the super positive. Yeah, that was a super positive. It was about the gaming journalism and stuff like that. That was a good space.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah,
that was the one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Real good.
But yo, Tony, man, give us your thoughts on Twitter.
Yeah, that's one of the best ones yet. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's definitely one for the books.
How effective a space can be.
I was there.
Right.
Work. But I'll be jumping in there with these motherfucking bots and shit. But I just do it to hear. It kind of like bothers me a little bit, but at the same time, like, it don't matter. So I just like to hear what they say, right? Because I know it's gonna sound fucked up, but you give them enough rope, and you already know the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like. That's what I do it for, really, because it's like, and then, but I try to bring it down, I try to bring them down from that cloud day, and I don't know what the fuck they be thinking sometimes, but it's like, bring them to reality, you know what I'm saying? But it's difficult to do that. You gotta be patient. But I just do it to try to communicate, like, we real gamers out here. Like I wanna change or destroy narratives of PlayStation gamers that they have, right? Even on you guys. Sometimes they be talking shit, and I'm right there listening. I'm like, I don't know what they think about. They be talking wild shit about you, King, Sick. I'm like, damn, these guys are just yapping away without knowing nothing. But
you know what though? That shows how effective it is. The things that we do, the fact that I don't even talk about them when they're not around. Like I don't even know honestly, who the fuck they are, but it's like I don't honestly care either. I mean, just to be 1000%. Like I don't know, bro. I've been having this I don't give a fuck attitude lately, bro. It's just
hey, yo, Sick, you've been doing good at not ripping people's head off though, because usually you do.
Yes.
And
hey, yo, not to sound petty either. But when it comes to these Twitter spaces, the ones that be popping, it be the PlayStation dudes. These Xbox dudes, they got like 15 people in that motherfucker.
Yo, it is. Hey, and I'm like, yo, let me get my point across, but don't get mad while I'm telling you. Like, let me finish, then respond. Like, yo, these dudes.
That's a big problem in Twitter spaces, bro. It's like,
but it's mostly on them though, because you guys keep it calm and collective, and it's like. Especially King today, I was like, oh shit, King running a nice one today. Like he's entertaining. He was being funny as hell, but it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't attacking nobody. He was just fucking.
Nah, when that one dude came in there on that bullshit. I'm like, like, what are you talking about, bro? Like you're a PC dude defending consoles. Go away.
Yeah.
Like why are you here, bro? You look like goofy as hell doing this.
Yeah, like I don't know. I like the spaces, but sometimes like I'm trying to like hang in there with these bots and just hear them out. But at the same time, I'm trying to make them hear me out, right? Give them the time of day. But it's honestly, I don't know if it's working, especially with that uni guy, man. I tried, but
I'm good.
Yeah, it could be a great thing, man. It could be a really great thing, like the one
he does. Yo, he just trolling. He just trolling.
Nah,
he just trolling.
Yo, that's cap, man.
A troll is like you say some shit that is true, but not really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. But there's a difference when you just say that some shit that's not true, and then you believe it. Like you're not trolling no more. You know what I'm saying? You on this shit.
Yo, you know what I noticed too with a lot of these dudes on Xbox when they do these spaces?
What's that?
They always have some name called truth, or they talking about they tell you the truth. They about the truth. Like, yo, nothing about you is the truth, bro. You just straight lying. That's why, yo, I was dying when Sick came in here. It was like, yo, every time I see your name, yo, I leave because I know you say stupid shit. I'm like, yo, that's a fact. That's all this dude do. Then he tried to explain himself. Oh, I'm just trolling. So yeah, he's right. You just come in here and you say stupid shit.
Exactly. Yo.
Like I was telling him, yo, you could do all that trolling shit when you tweeting out shit, but when you come to spaces, motherfucker, we talking. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a fuck like here.
Yeah, I think you gotta come into there with something else. Like I think with spaces, in order for it to be a good space, if people are trying to do that, right? Some people really might be just trying to ensue chaos, right? But if you really want it to be a quality space, come in there and like, talking like another good space that I liked as well was the one where Luca was talking about the whole body thing with Project Eve and how everybody was mad.
And all that.
Yeah, and all that. Yeah, that was a good space as well, because like it was a lot of good opinions and whatnot and thoughts, and stuff like that. I like to listen to. Like listen, I'm not gonna say it act holier than thou. Listen, the console war debates, I'm here for it, bro. Listen, if it's entertaining, but if it's got to be entertaining though, like really engaging and entertaining. If it's like some bullshit, I'm like, yo, I can't listen to this because it's just not good.
Yo, but when you debate, right?
Yeah.
Do you use fucking lies? You don't use lies when you debate.
I do question the. Listen, as of late, I haven't been able to debate anybody because 2 or 3 questions.
Nobody wants that smoke, bro.
No, I'm just saying. I asked 2 to 3 questions and it falls apart. It falls apart. I'm not even trying to like be cocky or nothing. I'm just saying like a lot of these dudes on Twitter, They're not built to debate, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. But yo, let me
They're
get
not. They're not.
let me get yo King Queso. Queso in the building. Appreciate
What's
you.
up, man?
Talk
Not
to
much,
us, man. How you feeling? Yo, you be in them spaces too. You be listening. You be chilling, man. I
Oh yeah, I
see
be
you,
chilling,
bro.
man. I be chilling, man. I be peeping, man, trying to see what's going on, man. It's a little
Yeah.
foolishness or niggatry I'm in here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all in good jest, I should say, is good. You know what I'm saying? What I thought Spaces would be is like Six said, you know what I'm saying, like-minded individuals coming together to, akin to like, pre-pandemic, you know what I'm saying, like you go to a Marvel movie, like I'll never forget leaving Endgame, bro. I'm talking to strangers like, bro, did you see that part? You know what I'm saying? It's all cross-talking and everything, but we all having a good time, you know what I'm saying, like we're talking about similar interests, something we're passionate about, you know what I'm saying, care about, you know what I'm saying, things like that. Man, Spaces, man, when it's done right, that's what it is. But when you got these, you know what I'm saying, like these fools in here, you know what I'm saying, talking crazy, capping, you know what I'm saying, coming in, doing more talking than playing, you know what I'm saying, then things go to left, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it really is, man. You got these long-winded individuals, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna name no names. And you got these Voldemort type dudes, you know what I'm saying, coming in spaces with not, you know what I'm saying, trying to cause chaos. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man, chill out. And then you got people with the personal attacks.
Ayo,
Listen, man, when personal attacks start, I don't even say nothing. I be like, look, man, hey,
yo,
if you in Florida,
let me ask you a question,
I got
Queso. Let me ask you a question. And keep it a stack. I know you always gonna keep it a stack, but I'm just saying for the people in the chat. Who be the most long-winded ones? Do it be PlayStation dudes or Xbox guys? I'm just asking questions.
And Xbox dudes, man.
Listen,
Xbox dudes be long-winded.
niggas be long-winded, bro.
You see, I favorite Xbox. I play on PlayStation. I remember the time when I was 5 years old and my mom brought me into the game store and she bought me a Nintendo. And I pressed A and I pressed B, and I was a gamer since then, you know. And then when you see this problem with Xbox, I'm like, yo, brother, the nigga asked you what time is it?
Yo,
They talking about the Atari and all that junk. I'm like, the Atari. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, can we just
never on topic?
Come on,
bro.
man.
I hate it.
That's
it,
the
man.
question, man.
Yeah.
And, people getting personal. Like I always say, man, I ain't no internet thug, man. If you're in Florida, I see about you. Other than that, man, don't say nothing to me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Cause
The Florida came out of here just now. You heard how you said that?
you know what I'm saying? Like, check, I mean, keep it buck, man. Like, hey, if you're in Florida, put your name on the shirt. If not, dog, don't worry about it, man. It's what it is, bro.
Oh man, you.
Oh yeah, man, that's my
little
little.
best friends. Ooh wee.
Hey man, all they hear how shit get down, man. I've been on spaces and you know what I'm saying. I turn to the video. I mean, y'all know me, bro. Like, I be lurking, you know what I'm saying. Like, I see my little 2 cents and I fall back there about to get their little show on. But that's what it is, man.
Yeah, y'all Florida
King
boys
Queso
don't
know
play.
what it is, bro. He know what it is, bro. Like, it pisses you off to the point where you can't get to him, you can't reach him, dog. So you gotta listen to these motherfuckers talk shit, but then you be wanna, you know what I'm saying? You don't be wanna talk at that point. See, that's what a lot of niggas don't really understand. Y'all niggas be wanting to talk. Y'all want to be mad and argue. Nigga, I don't even want to argue with my wife. Why in the fuck am I gonna want to argue with a grown ass man, bro?
No, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, dog, if you feeling froggy, bro, let's leave. Then when I realized it ain't never gonna happen, ain't nobody ever gonna fucking meet you, bro. Then I was just like, yeah, you know what? We gonna show the road that shit, bro. You got it. You got it, gangster.
Because you really can't do nothing else like that. Because it's the internet.
It's pointless,
like,
man.
Yeah, it's the internet. Yo, Queso, good words, man. That's good stuff. Yo, Link.
Appreciate it, man.
Link, man, talk to me, man, because you be in these spaces too, boy. Like,
I be in there listening. You know, I be listening. I'm at home. You know, got some time off from work right now, so I be in there listening to the foolishness. It's the same characters that seem to be popping up in certain shows, and it just always go downhill. You know, I think Twitter Spaces is good, but some of it, when when it gets to the personal attacks, and we're talking about gaming, and people want to make it personal. But I honestly believe, I've been around this gaming community for a while. I mean, maybe not contributing in on podcasts and stuff, but being a listener. And I'll say, like, I don't know, most of you guys here have probably seen The Dark Knight. And I remember the Joker made a comment in that movie saying that, Gotham deserved a better class of criminal.
Oh wow.
Microsoft deserves better bots because these guys, seriously, they used to have way better bots when they had people like Zaire and crap. They did tell a lot of lies. They did tell a lot of lies, but these guys are entertaining. These dudes are not even entertaining. So it's like the stuff they say is, I don't know if maybe they really believe these lies that they tell, but these guys are just, they really don't contribute anything, so they don't contribute to gaming. You ask for their gamer tags or whatever, they're not going to give it to you. I don't think most of these guys really play video games. They just, this is for them is, they kind of can infiltrate, and people like Xbox University, this guy kind of came out of nowhere. These guys, they just want to like start chaos. They have nothing to contribute, I listen to a lot of this stuff, but there's time where I'm in there for a while. I'm like, I got to get out of here because I'm getting a headache.
I think the problem is that with some of these dudes in these spaces, they kind of take over the space.
Yes,
because they like want to like give these long ass.
They ramble forever.
Speeches. Yeah, and like, hold on, let me finish my thought. Then it's like a 2-second pause, and no, I'm not finished. Got finished. I'm like, God, I'm like, bro, like, it's 4 other people in here trying to talk. Shut the fuck up.
They don't, they give the illusion that they're really listening to what the person is saying, but they just want to interrupt. And then,
and they,
you know what I mean?
Interrupting when they let you talk eventually, right? As soon as you say something they don't like, cut you off. I dude didn't kicked out already.
Yeah, that's right. So that's all I had to say.
Yeah,
that's all I had to say.
This shit's Link. Yo, Philip, you be in these spaces? I don't know if I've seen you yet in these spaces, man.
I've been on most of the Kira spaces.
Okay.
And yeah, I was trying to get a word in about the back then for the thrash ones.
Okay.
With that I'm like, oh god, the brain cells I lost yesterday. I was like, oh god. I was listening on the Xbox One, which whoever suggested the Xbox One will get the knees kicked in for that. I lost brain cells for that shit.
Yo, talk to him, Philip. Let him know. I definitely know you. You stick to like specific ones. I don't really see you in a lot of the crazier ones.
Yeah, it was like a Kira or like with Chris when you was doing the Final Fantasy VII remake. I was participating that for most of the Kiras because he pretty much was a fighting game competitor. So in Japan.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, and he finally got his PS5. I was on. So yeah, Faces is actually pretty good.
Okay.
As long as Faces is pretty good, unless you go personal. But I'm just here for the fooling fuckery.
Exactly. I hear you, man. Yo, Omar, man. I saved you for last, Omar, cause I know you.
No, I can keep it short.
Omar, go ahead, give us your thoughts, man. Cause listen, I'll be honest, I saved you for last because you got the most experience. You feel me? So I wanted to let you give, your critiques. But what's your thoughts on these Twitter Spaces, man?
Okay. Yeah. Well, first, Twitter Spaces came in a time where I've been stuck in my room because of my mobility. I can't move. So that's why I've been on so many. I love it, but I like. I am so grateful I took that L with Stick because it then proceeded to allow us to have one of the best conversation I've had in gaming and not just in space. That conversation was so helpful, informative, and also important to have had. We all know about the conquer of the spaces. It's like one, moderation needs to be done properly. two, you gotta, not you, but Twitter really need to do two things. One, they need to find a way to allow us to speak if we're on laptop or PC.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is it phone only? Like, I respect that. I understand it's a beta phase or alpha, I don't know, but still, like, your phone can get drained out very fast, and you're like, because Twitter Spaces, they can go to 4 hours or longer even. Like, time flies. You're doing your thing and you're listening, and by the time you're finished, you're like, hey, I just spent 7-8 hours on 2 spaces, and I'm like, not me, but just in general. And
you speak from the heart. You.
Yeah, no. I have been on a few, but not for 8 hours, not for 5.
Hey, my man said not me, but nah, nigga, you talking about yourself. Go ahead.
No, if I would even admit it. I have absolutely no shyness or whatsoever, because I embrace it, because for someone like me that is not capable of doing anything anymore. But one last thing is, we need more emoticons. Like,
yo, that's a fact. They need to put an L emoticon or something.
Yeah.
Like, give us an emoticon to boo a person, so that the moderation know, hey, that person is speaking out of his ass.
You know what emote they need to put on there? They need to put the cap hat on there. Cause they need to put that cap hat on there ASAP. Cause
everybody post that shit.
Yo, the amount of cap that be going on in these spaces, Lord have mercy. Yo.
Like, I swear I lost a few brain cells when I listened to that person. Like, the way he was trying to get out trash, only for trash to destroy him, and then proceed for him to change the subject and make it so more it fits himself. Like, no, fuck out of here with that shit. But yeah.
Hey, I love when Omar cursed. That shit be so funny. Oh shit, God, my fault.
Spaces is really fantastic, and I'm curious if Twitter is gonna take it away or not.
I think they're gonna keep it. That's why they keep asking, like, how is the quality and whatnot.
Yeah, they keep asking about that.
But I do think that they need once they make it to where you can talk through the computer, it's gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up, bruh. People are gonna have it. It's blowing up now. But what I'm saying is, once you can like have it to where you on the computer, like how we're talking in like a Discord chat or something like that, yo, it's gonna blow up, because people gonna start having entire podcasts.
Yeah.
On that shit, bro. Like, yo, it's gonna get crazy.
This could be a Discord killer in a way.
Nah.
I don't know about killer, but
it ain't killing off no Discord. Nah.
In the same space
killer is too much.
In the same space of Discord, killer is too much, but it can rival Discord. I mean,
I don't even think it can. I don't hear nobody saying, "Hey, let's hop on Twitter to talk."
The question is, why are people scared to come on YouTube or Discord, but they so brazen to be on Twitter?
I told you it's because of the convenience, bruh. Everyone's got a Twitter account. Everyone don't have.
Yeah, but Discord, you can just create a Discord account. You can do it on your phone.
Because it's lazy. They're not trying to do that. Like, yo, everyone already has a Twitter account, so like having it just right there in your face pause. You know, a lot of people feel more inclined to jump in and talk, because most people on Twitter, a lot of people on Discord as well, but you know, the Twitter user base is, I mean, the first thing I do when I wake up is, I'm on Twitter. I'm checking Twitter. Checking the news and whatnot. I think that's for a lot of people sort of convenient, because everyone has a phone, so it's convenient.
They really
the convenience is pretty fucking crazy, like you could pop in there.
Yeah.
They really need to find a way to make you record it. Like, some of the spaces are amazing, and shout out to Sig for actually recording the spaces, but yeah, it's just like Twitter got something like gold in their hand, and they need to
Something like what?
create something out of it.
You said
gold,
they got gold or God?
Gold.
Oh, gold. I thought you said God. I said what? Hold up. We ain't calling on Twitter Spaces God now. Hold up.
Yo, my thoughts on Twitter Spaces, yo, is more on the negative side than the positive, because the positive ones, like the really good ones, are too far in between. You know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that does love talking. At the end of the day, as gamers, we almost got to a point where people were actually, okay, yo, I have to play these games. I have to talk. We're talking about these games or whatnot. You know what I mean? Just to have a good conversation or whatnot, right? Now it went right back to the old days of you don't gotta play shit. Just come in there and have an opinion and just talk. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. It's so much people that will see a title of a space, ain't play the game, don't own a console, but what these motherfuckers do?
Jump in.
Right in that motherfucker, like, yeah, so you know, this is my thoughts on this and this. I'm like, yo, shut your ass
Bart,
up.
tell me your pet peeve. What's the one you hate when niggas jump in and want to talk? What's the one you hate? Tell them.
What happened?
What's the one you hate? Your pet peeve. What's the one you hate? When they come in and they be like, I don't know the topic. I don't really care.
Oh yeah. I don't care about this topic. You know, I just came in here just to let you know I didn't really care about this topic, but you know, I just thank you for letting me share my opinions on me not caring about this topic. Like, what the fuck are we doing here, man? Yeah. We just reverted. We took 2 steps forward within gaming community, right? Just to have some type of standard, some type of integrity. But that shit just went back to the drain because of Twitter Spaces. Because now all we gonna see is these casual ass motherfuckers trying to sit at hardcore gaming tables. I'm not trying to gatekeep, or I'm really not. But yo, it is getting out of hand, bro. Because a lot of these people is not playing shit. They're not playing these games. They're not playing on their own consoles. They're not speaking anything tangible. They're not speaking anything in depth. It's just blabbering, and then yo, it go off topic. You know what I mean? You be talking about how Xbox and Game Pass can strive, and then it will go off topic to some studio acquisitions. It's just all over the goddamn place, man. We just reverted right back. You know what I mean? And like I said, there are some great spaces. Like, I enjoy some of the ones that I sit down in. Code, Strictly, Sick, Thrash, Chris Righteous. Like, they have some good spaces there, man. But a lot of these joints is just blabbering for hours. Motherfuckers will finish a space. 30 minutes later, they boot up another one back, and there's more blabbering. Like, real talk. There needs to be some type of standard or rule what's going on, especially in the gaming community, man, because at the end of the day, we are gamers. I be going to these spaces and I would click on the profiles, you know what I mean? Just like, oh, I like what this person said. I'll click on this profile and I don't see not one lick of gaming. Not one screenshot, not one video clip, not one here's my YouTube channel about here's my opinion or something. Nothing about gaming. You know what I mean? But they're in the spaces, so the PS5, it just needs to get better because, PlayStation needs to do better exclusives. These are just DLCs. And I'd be like, what the fuck is going on here, man?
To be fair, not for them, but more like, now I feel spoken to, because when you look at my Twitter space, I don't post gaming content because way too much hassle. But if you look up... what I mean
you
by
own a
that,
PlayStation 5, yeah?
Yeah, I know, but it's
link your Twitter to PlayStation, and you see how much shit I be posting on my Twitter? That's all through the game. Go ahead.
I already have it linked, but I just don't care about posting my content to Twitter or YouTube. I genuinely don't.
But you care about joining the space for 8 hours.
Let me ask you this question on my end. I'm asking this respectfully, right? But I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm not trying to offend, but I want to hear your thoughts. If you don't care enough to post gameplay, why should people care enough to hear what you have to say?
But I am playing the game.
No, I get that you playing the game. I hear you. I'm not like taking nothing from that. What I'm saying is, why should anyone care about what you have to say?
Yeah, because there's no evidence. There's no proof of what you're saying. Like, listen, I'm not saying you gotta post up live streams and all that stuff. But yo, it's kind of weird to me that we are in a gaming community, right? And you are within this community talking with other gamers, but if I go on somebody's Twitter page or if I go on a youth, there's no actual gaming. You know what I mean? Like, yo, can you go into the cars? Can you go in car community? Can you go into anime and be like, yo, man, you know, Naruto, but what did you watch episode 369? No, I didn't watch it, but yo, I think Naruto hair is cool. It's just blabbering, bro. It's just blabbering. You gotta have some tangibility there.
I've seen Omar post. I've seen Omar post gameplay before. I've seen him post shit like Ghost of Tsushima and shit like that before.
No, I'm not talking about Omar specific. I'm generalizing.
But I'm saying that, like, I've seen Omar. He doesn't post much, hardly at all. But I've seen him post some gameplay shit before.
Exactly. Like, I have absolutely no issue with giving people my what's called PSN. People ask me. People said Infamous trophies. I put my Infamous trophy and screenshot it. I have absolute. Like, I'm a fucking gamer, but I never really want cared for.
Yeah, Omar, nobody attacking you. I just want to put that out. No one has attacking you.
I understand.
Let me get this super chat real quick. Mr. Go Tryhard guy, appreciate you. He says weekly top 3 games from a genre spaces would be dope. I would, you know what it is too, man, because it's the same thing. It's the same thing like on YouTube with spaces. When you talking about gaming stuff, yeah, people come through, but not as much. Like, that's the whole thing about like this game community that's like really weird. The stuff that would be good and positive, a lot of people wouldn't come through. I mean, just look at like gaming. Like, I've been posting all the boss fights. I've always been posting all the boss fights, like, you know, posting up gameplay and whatnot. That stuff never really gets a lot of traction, which is kind of weird. But I do think talking about like top 3 genres or games and stuff like that would be good, just to add into the spaces community to kind of give some variety. But I do think, like, you know, like I said, like Strictly, Code, Chris, Righteous, you know, and that group of people, you know, I do think that they are inputting variety into the spaces, because a lot of these spaces, you know, it really is like just talking about the same thing. Like, you'll leave out of one space, go inside another, and they'll be talking about this same thing.
Yeah,
like the same crazy shit.
And I wanted to say that because you were saying earlier how, like, you see like me and Sick be on at the same time. Listen, when I do space, I try to do it when nobody else is doing it, right? And then if somebody starts after me, then but for the most part, I try to do it when Sick is not doing, like, if Sick's doing this, I'm not doing mine. If Strictly or Code or Luca or whatever, if they're doing theirs, I usually don't do mine or whatever. And I try to do the same thing with my guy Akira. But Akira, he being like
hey, yo,
you
can't wait for Akira to stop.
Yeah,
you just got to do your spaces, bro.
Yeah, so sometimes I just be like, yo, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like yeah.
He's sleeping in that space. But hey, more
hey man, y'all must be roommates. What you mean?
More power to him though. He's putting out some great information.
Yeah, he definitely having some. Because I remember there was one space he did. He had a lot of like cool people in there, and it was a good conversation and whatnot.
He even got one from Ubisoft.
Yeah.
To come talk about it. Like that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. He's well connected.
That's the best thing about Spaces. Having these quote-unquote big people, I say big because in a normal time we can't interact with them, but with Spaces they can join our space and have talk about gaming, and that's amazing. But as a mod, you shouldn't allow people that you know are toxic to join to become a speaker. Otherwise, I feel that's going to push away the big shot from joining, because they don't want to be.
They don't want to be around that. They don't want to be associated with that, which I get. I definitely get that. You know, they don't like. I don't want to be around weirdos either, so I get it. But yo, man, this was a good conversation, man. Good topic. I definitely wanted to talk about the whole Twitter Spaces because I agree with Bari to that, you know, I do think with some of these spaces that I've listened to, we're definitely going backwards a little bit with gaming, right? Because gaming is still supposed to be the most important thing, but for a lot of these spaces, it's still Twitter. It's still like, you know, just sitting there talk, like yapping, bro. Chatty patties, man. I can't even talk. Y'all see me sometimes when I'm talking on the podcast, I have to stop and drink some water. Cause I'm like, yo, man, I'm talking too much. You know, like I don't even like to talk that much. So, you know, but I do think that Spaces is a positive thing. It can, you know, it definitely have some positives. But, you know, at the end of the day, guys, the most important thing, you know, definitely connect with gamers, like-minded gamers, and getting out there and playing some games and stuff like that. I do think that stuff is still important, and I think Twitter and other social media platforms are good for that. But I think at the end of the day, playing games is what's most important. Not talking about it. It is playing games. And I think the sooner we get back to that, the better off we'll be as a community. Not just PlayStation, but Xbox, Nintendo, even PC, just everyone. With that being said, man, let's get into these outros. Start with you, Chris, man. Give us your outro, bro.
Yo, yeah, man, just follow me on Twitter, man. If you want a good conversation about gaming, and you don't, you know, instead of all the other bullshit too. But I like the other bullshit as well too. That shit's entertainment. But yeah, just follow me on Twitter at Chris Righteous. And you know, I'm on Planet Xbox and Salty Gaming, which I'm not gonna be on Planet Xbox tonight. I'm not gonna make it, but
okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make it tonight, but I'll be there next week and shit like that. But other than that, yeah, man, thanks for having me on, and look forward to, you know, chatting it up with you guys and shit like that. So, and I'm on that Tales of Arise. I'm grinding down, I'm focused on that. And then right after that, I'm gonna start Kenna and shit like that. I got Kenna, so I'm excited. Yeah.
I'm back on that Tales, man. Pause.
Yeah, I like to focus on one game at a time. At most two, so I'm kind of juggling Tales and Hades right now. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be on them shits. Yeah.
Thanks. Good shit. Yo, Omar, give us your outro, bro.
Yeah,
Let us know about your podcast. You know, you got a pod. What's the name of the podcast?
I'm still trying to figure it out, to be honest.
Okay. Let me know when you start that up, man. I'll share it out and whatnot.
Of course, I will even have you on and stuff like that. Yeah, thanks for having me. Great talk. And hit the like button. And yeah, buy Kenna,
Facts. Buy that game. Yo, King Queso. Get your outro, brother.
What's up, man? You know, King Queso, PlayStation, Twitter. Feel free to follow me, you know what I'm saying? I was looking down the game and connect. Just everybody, man, just continue to have respect for yourself and respect for others. And you know, just if you can't do that, you know what I'm saying, at least try to have self-control in these spaces. But yeah, that's it.
Thanks. Shout out to King Queso. Appreciate you, bro. Yo, Link, here's your outro, bro. Cool.
Yeah, you know, it was a good show as always. You guys always have something to contribute to the actual gaming community other than nonsense. So, good show.
Yeah, man, no doubt, man. I always appreciate you, bro. Yo, Philip, man, give us your outro, bro. Getting that melty blood?
Yep, I'm pre-ordering melty blood.
Right on. As you should.
Yep, I'm pretty much my gamer tag on Twitter from Philton22. You follow me. I usually be on like Secure Spaces, and anybody else who is listening to. So I'll be on there.
No doubt, bro. Appreciate you, Philip, always, man. Tony, give us your outro, bro.
Yeah, just follow me at UI-Tony Twitter. Follow me, man. Jay Bari. Follow me, bro. Yo, Persona, follow me, bro. What the fuck, man?
I follow you. What you mean?
I know you don't. Or sick. I don't know. One of you don't
follow you on Twitter.
Hold up. I know I follow you on Twitter. Hold up. Nah, you're not about to make me a liar. Hold up. Let me check.
Nah, but man, yo, you know, just keep doing what y'all doing, man. I'm always here to talk to you guys. If you guys want me on a panel, I'm available. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that's it, man. I'll see you guys later.
Oh damn, I did follow. I hit that follow, man. My fault. My fault. Very disrespectful of me. I'm sorry, bro.
Twitter's the same as your name here?
Yeah.
MUI on YouTube. And at UI Tony, it's just without the M.
Jamil, give us your outro, bro.
What's going on? It was a good show. I appreciate conversations like this. Y'all can follow me if you want to. Twitter, _J. I ain't talking about just gaming or nothing like that. Get back adjusted to social media. I took like a 5-year break off Twitter. So
Trying to bring back that papers, please. You feel me?
Yeah, you know. But yeah, I appreciate the discussion, you know, and to those that's doing those spaces, you know, holding these informed conversations, man, I appreciate y'all. I need to get away from this craziness out here, so I appreciate it.
I see you selling you doing a raffle for a PS5 or something like that?
I'm thinking about it. I got one sitting right here next to me. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
I mean, if you're trying to make a sale.
Maybe, but I ain't trying to make no profit. I've been copping them and just getting them to people that I know want them and don't really know how to maneuver buying them.
Hey, shout out to you.
Shit, I'm saying though, if you're trying to make a sale, come holler at me. I need a second one for the bedroom. You feel me?
You gotta get the cube. I got a queue right now.
Hey yo, Jamel selling S5. There's no P.
Oh shit.
I seen this shit coming. Oh, I seen this shit coming.
What happened?
Bruh. I'm smiling from ear to ear right now, dog. This shit is so great. My bad. I'm speaking.
Go ahead.
Whoever was doing the outro, man, I apologize.
I'm done, bro. I'm done.
So
Go ahead.
Tim Sweeney writes, late last night, Apple informed Epic that Fortnite will be blacklisted from the Apple ecosystem until the exhaustion of all court appeals, which could be as long as a 5-year process.
Wow.
I knew this was coming, bro. I said it was going to happen.
Wow, you did say it. You did say it.
I said it was going to happen.
You don't mess with Apple.
Yo,
you know
how much money? You know how much money is off the table now?
Right, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, dog.
No. Fuck all of that. Check this out, bro. This is like Tim Sweeney should have never opened this fucking door, bro. He should have never fucking did it because Apple spent years cultivating their audience. Apple niggas is worse than Xbox niggas. All y'all Apple niggas is worse than Xbox.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying,
bro. You're not lying, dog.
So,
I mean,
bro,
I'm a new age Apple fan,
but
so only 5 years.
No, but check only 5 years. No, but check this shit out though. Check this shit out, bro. Imagine someone forcing you to allow a product in the store, and then they get to reap all the benefits on all the after sales, bro.
Did you see the ruling?
As soon as I saw that ruling, I knew it was a
That's
wrap
crazy.
for Epic.
Oh yeah,
I knew
that's
it was
crazy.
a wrap for Epic,
Hey
bro.
yo, Apple is sore losers, bro. Listen, you're not gonna like a ruling like that go against them. Oh yeah, they're just gonna blacklist your game. That's all they did.
There's definitely ways around all that bullshit Epic was trying to do. There's definitely ways.
But like it paved the way for other app developers to be able to make money outside of that store.
Well, see, here's the thing. This is the thing that I think people don't understand when it came to that Epic versus Apple. Epic needs that money more than Apple.
Right.
Like that microtransaction shit that they were using and getting that percentage. Epic needs that more than Apple. Apple don't need that. That's
Come on, dog.
But most of their users.
You gonna use? No, check this out. You gonna use my house to rent out a room, but I can't get paid, nigga?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
crazy.
pretty much what's happening.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't believe they won. I can't believe they won.
That's pretty much what
I'm
happened there.
They won too, though. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm like, yo, this is my audience. Like, how you gonna
Apple
tell me
didn't
what
win.
No, and that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised they didn't win, because yo, this is my audience, bruh. How you gonna tell me what needs? What?
But here's the thing. Persona working in the tech world, bro.
Yeah.
There's more than one way to fucking skin a cat, dog. Which means if the ruling is in your favor, then I can find another way for you not to be able to put your product on my
Just don't let you.
my ecosystem. Nah. Even
see,
if
here's the
even
thing,
if
though,
not for app removal, they could literally blacklist any servers coming in from Fortnite, bro.
Well,
It's
that's-
so
this-
many
this is
ways
the
that
thing,
you
though.
can fucking do it.
I'm sure, even though they are doing that Epic's definitely Epic's going to take them to court for that, because that's retaliation. They definitely going to take them to court for that.
No. But they can do whatever the fuck they want,
They
bro.
can per se,
It's their
but
platform, bro.
That is true, but what I'm telling you, Epic is going to count. They're going to sue. It's going to be a separate case. They're going to sue for that.
No. Look. Apple is okay with that.
No, they are, but this is how it's going to play out. They're going to sue for that, and they're going to sue for that, and they're going to say it's retaliation.
Apple is gonna. They're going to appeal this ruling, and it's just going to stay in court forever.
But see, and that's the messed up thing.
That's what I'm trying to tell
While
you.
it's being appealed, even if it's 5 years, 10, like Apple will do this shit the rest of their whole natural life.
They got
bro.
all the money in the world.
Yeah, they'll keep appealing, and while it's in appeal and being looked at, the app will still be blacklisted because there's no ruling to say that it has to be unblacklisted. Apple's dirty,
What
bro.
you don't understand is Apple is just rubbing shoulders with the right people for right now.
Yep.
They are going to get that political push that they need,
Yep.
and all of this shit is gonna go away, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all don't understand, bro. The powers that be behind the scenes, my nigga.
Yeah, they're not
like
gonna let
that
that
shit is
ride.
crazy, bro. That judge, whoever the judge is in that case, bro, that motherfucker about to get a check. He about to get a big bag. It's about to be crazy, dog.
Yep.
But this put a smile on my face, bro, because when I seen that ruling, I was like, that's some bullshit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, bro. You can't even you can't make a motherfucker wear a mask, but you can let a person profit off of a platform that you spent your blood, sweat, and tears building? No.
How
That's
did
crazy.
what called get away with it then?
Who?
That's what
How
I'm
did who
trying
get
to
away with it?
understand. Epic.
They didn't get away with anything. That's
They
the
didn't
point.
get it. They didn't get away with anything.
Yeah, that's the point. That's the whole point.
No.
of the thing.
The judge said that they would have to loosen up the restrictions that they have.
So how did?
But they
Apple
didn't
rule?
win anything.
Well, because
They didn't
the
do
reason why Apple lost is because, I mean, realistically speaking, the percentage is too high when it comes to
Okay.
what Apple gets versus what Epic gets versus what has to be, because they can't. So it's kind of dirty on both sides. On Apple's side, it's the percentage. On Epic's side, was them trying to bypass Apple's original. I don't want to call it a DRM, but original
terms of service.
Terms of service and things like that. Epic was trying to bypass that and be like, oh no, if you're buying this $10 skin, we're only getting $6 from this, or $4 or $4.50, whatever. No, now you just go to this website, our website, and just pay the whole $10, and we get the whole 10. So essentially, Epic is trying to not pay. That's really
Now,
what
here's-
they're not trying to give Apple no bread. That's really what this is. Like, let's keep it a stack.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. See, but the thing is,
So like Epic's
is
not clean in
there's-
this either. Like they trying to do some greasy shit as well. Then they trying to hide behind the guise of, oh well, we're trying to, it's for you.
They're saying they're trying to do it for all. They're on the lookout for all the app developers. Is what they're trying to say.
I see, but
the problem with this is, and I'm gonna tell you where the biggest issue comes in with all of this, which is why Apple wants to keep a closed system, bruh. When motherfuckers start having problems with some shit that they ordered through whatever website, they're not gonna go to that website for customer support. They're gonna go to Apple, my nigga.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So now my customer service agents who work for me are
Gotta
now
clean up your
handling
mess.
problems that we not even getting paid for, bruh.
Well, this is what might happen as well, though. What also might happen is, hold on, y'all talk.
Nah, but that's where the issue is, or at least that's where I see the issue being, right? Is that now, since Apple isn't handling, or it's not going through Apple, bruh, how do they combat shit like that? Why would they want to open their platform up like that, and then motherfuckers get a bad taste in their mouth after they make a purchase because Apple users think Apple got their back? That's how Apple users are, ain't that right, Bari?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact. Listen, the most loyal fans in the world is Apple fans.
Yeah,
that,
the most,
that is no that is no cap. That is no cap. Listen, yo, there's people that even love Fortnite playing on their iOS phone. They are against Epic regardless. It doesn't matter if Apple is against it. They don't give a damn if the game is gone. They're gonna be like, yo, I guess that's just how the cookie crumble.
Wow.
Yeah.
Apple fans, listen, Apple fans
Android,
are very loyal, bro. They don't play around. They don't mess with Apple. It's pretty cultish. Just to be honest with you, it's pretty cultish. Don't mess with Apple.
But the thing is, the reason why Apple's
what's gonna happen is that Apple is now gonna actually make their certification process to get into the Apple Store that much harder.
They also gonna try because Microsoft can put xCloud and Game Pass on Apple now.
Yeah, but I think Microsoft and Apple are playing nice because it's not.
The thing is that people the Apple like ecosystem is not a free market. You know what I mean? So they're trying to, because Android has grown so much and it's so popular now with all these other devices, and you can get an Android phone for pennies or for free or whatnot. It's a free market, so yeah, those things in their store, they don't give a damn. It's like, hey, free market, man, do what you got to do, blah blah blah. And they try to bring that junk over here to Apple. Apple's like, yo, we've been doing this for like.
But see, that's the thing though. That what they also don't tell you is that Android is also much more prone to like hackings and all that other shit.
You can sideload apps. I mean, Epic for a long time didn't even host Fortnite on the Play Store. You had to go to their website to download it, because you can, on the iPhone, you have to get your apps from the Apple App Store, whereas on the Android, you can sideload apps.
Yeah.
There's different ways to get apps, but it's not secure. So this ruling is, I was surprised by it. I just didn't think you could have a store where you tell people that you can't profit from your own store. And
Epic's got
Epic's
got some balls on them, bro, to even take this to court. I was surprised.
That just tells you that Epic got a lot of sway.
Yeah. I was surprised this made it to court, bro. I'm like, wait.
I thought they would just like squash it,
Like this made it to court because Epic is worth like what, 30 billion? I'm like, what? All because of Fortnite, by the way. Like this is all all their success is tied around Fortnite and UE. UE5 is like the new thing, but yo, let's get to my food just came, so I'm hungry. Sick, get your outro, bro.
Oh, ain't no outro, nigga. We out.
No doubt. Barry, get your outro, bro.
Yo, good spaces. No,
Discord spaces.
Discord spaces. Nah, man, good show, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Persona as usual. You know what I mean, holding it down. But yeah, I ain't got much to say, man. Go and play Kena.
Facts.
Before you play Kena, go and play Tales. Amazing game of the year. Then go play Kena. Yo, there's a lot of listen, PlayStation, we gaming over here, man. Yo, this is too much stuff, man. But anyways, man, enjoy your night.
Fist, Kena, Tales of
Arise.
This
whole month has been crazy, bro.
Deathloop, for those that like.
Once I beat Kena, I'm going back to Fist.
Yep.
And then I got to go back to Chris Tales and Neo, The World Ends With You. Because I'm not buying COD this year, so I'm Gucci. Okay. I'm going to have a lot of time to play a lot of this stuff, man. So
Death Stranding, for those that like that, I'm actually I need to pre-order that. So yeah.
In my 45-minute spurts, I get to play these games, and I'm gonna holler at you on the spaces.
Oh man.
Listen, I know exactly.
Oh man.
What I do, huh?
Hey yo, man.
What I do?
You messy. That's what you did. You're messy. With that being said, I appreciate y'all. Be on the lookout for What's Up PlayStation podcast this Saturday, 11 a.m. with me and Bari. And listen, man, appreciate y'all coming through. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I'm gonna upload the rest of my Tales of Arise boss fights between tonight and Friday. I'm trying to wait because I gotta
upload them joints. Yo, bro, I got 80 something gigs of Tales.
Yo,
80 something. Yo, there's so much boss fights. It's not even funny, bro.
Yo, it's a lot. Actually, I'm gonna ask you something offline too about where to farm.
get to level 100 because I'm trying to fight some of these bosses, these side mission bosses. I'm like, yo, even at I'm level 56, and I'm like, even at that level, I'm like, yo, I can't. I need the ultimate weapon, and I need the level
side
up.
bosses. It's
Yeah,
one
those-
side
those-
mission, bro. You got to be level 100. Matter of fact, you don't have to be level 100. You can do it because I wasn't level 100 and do it, but level 100 is just like guaranteed. Like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
But I was level 93, and bro, it was tough.
But it's one of those popular bosses when you had to go inside the wedges.
See, I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying
Oh,
nothing.
no,
Don't say
no,
nothing,
no,
bro.
no,
I was
don't-
like
don't-
36,
don't-
dog.
don't-
Actually,
yeah,
big
yeah,
one.
yeah. Don't say that because I'm inside the
No
the
spoilers,
earthquake.
no
Oh,
spoilers.
yeah, don't say no, don't say no.
Yeah, bro. I just be Act 1. Chill, bro.
Yeah, he said just be Act 1. Yeah, so yeah, Keenan, you know, it's a lot of games I'm playing, man. I'm gonna be gaming heavy for like the next couple weeks. Like,
Yeah,
a lot of shit on the
try
platinum.
on Lost Judgment. You have a fun time.
Oh yeah, I already got that. I played the first game, so I'm definitely excited for the second. So yeah,
Judgment
guys.
came out already, right?
Nah,
Lost
Friday.
Judgment.
Oh, so you come out the same day as Director's Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too
Okay.
much, bro.
If you
And
got
then,
the
and then
just
Guardians of the
Dutch
Galaxy next
section.
month, because I'm not buying Far Cry 6. I already decided. I looked at the gameplay,
Get fired.
and I'm looking at
Guardians
the.
of the
I'm like, I'm good. But that Guardians, oh yeah, that's
I'm paying the
Looking
Guardian.
good.
You see that ice?
yo, that ice fire, bro. Yo, that ice fire. We talking about that Saturday. That shit was fire. That's real. But listen, guys, I appreciate y'all. Please be safe, and I'll see y'all Saturday, man. What's up, PlayStation? I see y'all in these Twitter
See you.
spaces. I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all in these Twitter spaces for sure. All right, guys. I'll holler at you guys later.
Later.